Ray goes to table crafting school.
Hey, good evening, and welcome to tonight's episode of Loot Die Repeat, where a bunch of us schmucks sit around, roll dice, play with little horses in my mini camera, do some laughing at each other and collaborative storytelling that we like to call Dungeons and Dragons. We appreciate you being here with us as we tell our stories and mess around and have a good time. And as you participate in that with us, we, of course, show our appreciation through giving away some free stuff. And so we have some dice or gift cards to give away. If we get 10 new subs, we'll give away 2 sets of dice or 2 gift cards, or 1 of each. And we are 40 new subs away from giving away that green dragon. And so we would love to get that out as well. And before anyone asks, no, I have not sent out the latest batch of dice. So
why is that, Matthew?
Because I'm good at procrastinating.
It's Carissa's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
No, she has the giveaway tracker.
Procrastinating and laying blame.
That's
Two
right.
things you're good at.
Yep. And we, of course, encourage you to participate in the game here with us by being active in the chat, cheering some bits, and you can see all the ways that those bits can affect the game when you type in ! rewards. You can do temporary hit points and spell slots and advantages and disadvantages and all kinds of things like that. Bree has the tracking of all of the...
He does.
Yes.
So...
None tonight.
I'm not sure. I think you guys know how many each of you have, don't you?
You have more than 12. I can tell you that.
Yeah. I think it's less than...
60.
I believe I'm in the 40s.
Well, so we were right. Between 12 and 60.
Yes, between 12 and 60, that's right. So anyway, tonight we will be missing our Kenku Warlock, who may or may not be coming back anyway. I mean, Bree will come back.
Oh.
But the Kenku Warlock is
True.
on death's door, or rather in death's embrace. The party is going to seek to rip it out of death's embrace, and we'll see how that goes tonight. Because of her angst over the situation, Carissa is on her way, but will arrive a little late because she's afraid of failing in her revivify attempt.
Is she here?
She may be here right now. We love you, Carissa. And
not enough to make this traumatic, though.
And, you know, I don't think any of the folks who basically were trying to buy someone's death last time are in the chat, so that's a good thing.
Speaking of buying death, Carissa?
She's ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. She's already got the shots lined up.
Do you actually have it?
I don't know. I've considered it, but I was so...
We have some bourbon-soaked barrel wine over there.
Is that what I had last time? That
No, that was liquor. That's now wine. You're good.
There's some good old beers upstairs in the fridge, too.
And then we'll
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You brought all that stuff before.
Yeah, for my baby shower.
That's right. Go finish it off.
Dude, that would be a sloppy night.
I'm gonna take a few.
Please do.
Should I bring some down?
Right?
Well, what's been going on in Loot Die Repeat? Well, I'll tell you. Thank you for asking. Our adventurers, known as the R.A.T.S, have been trekking through the Cinder Wastes as they have recently obtained the Mote of Shadow that they sought for so long. However, before returning to the City of Brass, the ancient city at the center of the confluence of elemental planes about which the Cinder Wastes kind of flow and are pummeled with the winds of the air elemental plane and the storms of the fire elemental plane and the quakes of the earth elemental plane, with the rising tide of the water elemental plane now being brought back into its previous place within this confluence. The party has struck a deal with an ancient group, a group of ancient red dragons, which I guess the group itself is ancient, would, should they be able to untether a second gate that is holding back the elemental plane of water, these dragons, these fire dragons, would reward them. It seems that the greater the strength of the elemental plane of water grows in the confluence, the weaker the sultan, the ruler or overlord of this confluence, would become. And so instead of traveling back to the city of brass, the party has traveled south. And after here comes the beer. After several days travel into the southern portions of the confluence, the party came across a known temple dedicated to one of the princes of the elemental plane of earth, the self-styled prince of the earth, Ogremok, or goes by various names, Grumbar or Groshnok.
Those are all names we call Steve too.
Groshnok. And
It does sound like a nice curse. Groshnok!
They were reminded of the fact that Groshnok's power resides within this temple of the Stone Maidens. Traveling in and wanting to investigate and learn more of this power, and who are we kidding, ultimately steal it for themselves, or maybe just pass the test, the party ultimately decided, at the behest and encouragement of the chat, mind you, to test the guardians, these massive stone guardians, and take the power of Groshnok for themselves. A battle ensued.
Oh,
and
are you back there?
Steve is back there, yes.
Ew! Such a massive, like, ventriloquist.
As the battle ensued, an anti-magic field emerged at the center of the cavern in which they fought. And ultimately, as the party felled the maidens one by one, the remaining encircled...
That was the sound effect of the maidens making us awful.
Yes. The maidens had a bright idea. And they encircled Cacophony and dealt her blow after blow, ultimately knocking her unconscious and then taking the life from her broken form. As Cacophony was pounded into the stony earthen cave floor, and the party ultimately felled the last maiden, a massive rumble shook the place, and the voice of Ogremok, presumably, rang forth, telling them that they had passed the test. And now, Celine, who is still pinned against the ceiling, a massive stone pillar having been thrust from beneath her feet and sandwiching her against the ceiling. The rest of the party scattered about the cavern in various stages of damage and, well, bleeding out, and all of you having sustained significant pain at the hands of the maidens. Hashin holding the stone tablet in his hands, which the power of Groshnok resides within. You look and you see the fallen body of your friend, the Kenku warlock Cacophony, who is the high priestess of the Raven Queen and the bearer of the Mote of Shadow. Smashed into the floor.
Ooh.
Her body depressed.
Stop laughing!
Well, I didn't think of it that way until he said it.
like
It's
a
cartoon.
robin that fell out of the nest and got run over.
Yes, her blood
Roadrunner.
pooling underneath. Lifeless and still.
I forgot my wallet has this.
3 rounds have already gone by since her demise. 18 seconds. Celine, you know that you have less than a minute to get over there
Yep.
and to begin the Revivify spell. As this all is setting in you, in an instant, each of your minds taking note of this, you again feel a rumble within the floor. And it seems as though there is a cavity opening underneath Cacophony.
Oh no.
You son of a... Okay.
As the anti-magic field seems to subside, as the glow diminishes, it seems that this prince of the elemental plane has become aware of the value of the corpse that now lies upon his
jerk.
floor. What are you doing?
I'm gonna have to punch a god.
How big is
Ray,
the pit forming?
run
Also, I'm Misty
over.
stepping immediately.
Who's got the book?
Ray, run over, pick her up, and yip yip into the air, so she's not touching the ground.
So I need you to roll an
Dope.
athletics check.
$25.
Okay, you are able to careen over the broken floor as it begins to kind of distend and as if it is seeking to keep you at bay and almost form a wall. You are able to leap through, and now I need you to roll an acrobatics check to squeeze through the opening that remains to try to grab a hold of her.
Crit.
Woo! 20.
Can she roll for me? No.
As the
Doesn't work
stone
for you.
begins to
Oh, yeah.
close around you extend forth your body as far as possible, and you grab hold of her torso midsection as her head and her feet kind of just fold downward, broken in your hands, as this cavity, this sinkhole kind of opens up, and you hold her there as the stone begins to close around your arms. Celine, you see this going on, and you misty step out from your pinned position. What are you doing as the seconds tick by? This constitutes 1 round having gone.
So we're at
So-
24 seconds now?
Yep.
So I'm sorry, clarify for me.
36
is she
left.
in her
6 rounds
arms now, out of the pit?
She is
or-
holding Cacophony's broken body above an open pit.
Does the pit seem like it's growing still?
It does.
Okay. Well then, as I'm running over there, I will activate my wings as an action, so I can fly above the pit and get to her to
Okay.
help her if she's being restrained by
The
anything.
stone is kind of clamping down on her arms, which she is, with the 25, able to resist the pinch and the weight. The pain is, well, it's quite painful as it begins to press into your arms, but you are strong. You are a giant of the storm. And it
my
is,
girl.
so far, you are able to resist. Hashin, what are you doing as this happens?
Okay. This is a technical question.
Yep.
Do we know the boons we'll get from reading the book?
You do not.
Okay. So then I wouldn't know to read it to have advantage against speaking with Earth Primordials, which could be important in this.
That's correct. I did
Discussion.
explain to you mechanically outside of your characters what it does.
I couldn't remember if that was in-game
but
or
it
out
was, you do not know them in as your characters what they do.
How long would it take me to read this? Like, is this a 10-minute action?
It takes a minute to read.
I don't have that kind of time yet. Okay.
Can you skim read
Yeah,
for
like
30
speed.
seconds?
No, I'm gonna.
It takes a minute after you have spent an hour to attune to it.
Oh, so
So-
an hour and a minute.
Yeah, it's a magic item that it's kind of like the books, right?
Right.
Once you have them in your possession, you've attuned to it. You can then spend the time to read it, especially since you don't know the language. You need to kind of.
Then I'm gonna put it back in my back, like pocket, kind of hip, how I had it before, but they're hovering above this thing, right? They're hovering above the hole.
The hole seems to be widening towards Ray to try to
I don't know if there's anything. I can
fold
do.
her in, but she is holding Cacophony's body above the hole. As you watch as Celine kind of night crawlers out from the ceiling to the floor, her wings whoosh, with a flash of light as there are spectral kind of winding bands which snap out around her as her wings are released, and she starts
Old Earth
streaking
is really helpful
towards
right now.
Ray.
I'm gonna get back towards that doorway to leave and be like, well, we should probably get out of here if the thing's coming for her. I can catch if you need the chuck.
Ray is unable to move.
Oh,
As I've described, she is pinned in place by the stone.
oh, I thought that was her.
Thought that was
Then
Cacophony.
then I'm yeah
We're
I'm
both pinned.
Your arms are pinned in the rocks as you're holding her. You've prevented her from falling into the hole.
well then I'm gonna go and try to take the bird.
Okay? So you rush forward, you and Celine kind of converging on this place. Hugo, seeing this, also rushes forward and
Cast earth mold.
Does he have mold earth?
I don't know.
Around
I wasn't told. Adam didn't say he wasn't coming, but
I checked his sheet. He has mold earth.
he's not.
Definitely not.
Oh, okay. Then Hugo gets trapped in the rock, and
Dang his stupid mono, man!
He's got mono?
he has mono.
No, Hugo does.
Oh, yeah!
Oh,
Hugo, because he kept falling asleep in the bottles.
that's right.
Not Adam. Adam is fine.
Such a memory for like one-off
Yeah.
jokes.
Hugo is just so
I just
exhausted.
remember the
He
most
sits down
Well,
on the
he's
floor.
got
Random
like 2
things.
hit points, so yeah.
Yeah.
Sits
Alright.
down on the floor. Anthony, what are you doing?
Do you have mold earth?
I'm going to, I don't know, try to take a cat nap.
Isn't that a 10-minute thing?
Okay. I don't know how long we have. I don't know what's going
We
on.
have a minute.
I'm gonna sit down and meditate.
Okay.
Anthony.
You are aware of the goings on in the cavern at this
Can you do
time,
anything to blast the rock open?
and the
I don't have
The-
any spell slots. Like
the massive shaking of this
Can't
place would not allow you to rest in the current way that you would typically catnap.
Let's see.
Well,
More like a
I'll
dog's
start
slumber.
bringing out my unseen servants and see if I can have them start chipping away at the rocks, I guess.
I like it.
Okay.
Like the dwarf.
They have more strength than I do.
You call out your Mr. Meeseeks?
That's right.
All right, very good. So you all kind of converge on this space, and as the three of you, Ray already having hold of Cacophony, Celine and Hasheen arrive at her side. You see a light begin to grow in what was otherwise a blackened pit. And this light is pale and almost misty in its form, almost as it has a physical manifestation, as it begins to just kind of grow and in its cohesion and begin to almost spill out from nothing. It does not appear to be terribly deep within the hole. It is
Respect.
It is maybe 5 feet or so below where Ray's arms are outstretched, holding Cacophony.
Is it a happy light? Or
Roll
is
an-
it an
Roll an
ominous?
insight check.
Unnatural 20.
This resembles the light that you saw coming from Cacophony when she was ordained as the High Priestess of the Raven Queen in the Temple of the Raven Queen back in the Shadowfell. And it does not trouble you to see it. It seems as if this light is almost intervening in this situation.
Okay. So, I'm gonna let Ray worry about trying to get the rock off of her, and I'm just gonna go to Field Surgery Town. Do I need to cast Guidance before Revivify, or would you let me
Well,
do
you
that
are not able to
before?
touch her yet.
I can't?
She
Is
is-
that thick?
Yes, she extended herself almost like a dive outward.
Okay, I distant it.
Okay.
How about this? I cast. I remove my familiar and I cast Find Familiar into my Arcane Abeyance and I give it to you. And now you can cast Find Familiar, and you can use that to touch the spell Revivify.
Okay, so as Anthony sees what's going on, he rushes forth next to
Familiar.
the
Now you have,
Three
you
of
have that
you.
familiar now, whatever it is.
Cool.
next to the 3 of you. He hands you the Arcane Abeyance, and as you turn to begin to cast the Revivify spell, the ground beneath all of your feet widens, and
See ya.
you begin falling.
Even if we're
Awesome.
flying?
Hmm?
Said even if we are flying?
The world
Well,
around us disappears.
You are spectrally alight, and
Everybody else is falling.
everyone else is falling. Ray, as you hold Cacophony, the ground gives way and you begin to go. However, it seems that the light that has emerged is also widening,
Oh.
so that you will be falling into the light and not into the fathom beyond. As you begin plummeting,
We have no choice.
Put on your diving cap.
Cacophony's not here, so we have a one shot.
You did get 500 towards keeping Cacophony alive.
Well, we're gonna need it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Does it hurt you at all that they
Ray,
can't
you
possibly-
feel yourself
No.
fall
They just want me to die. That's
into the cavity, and yet,
fine. Know where I sit.
as the light takes you, your vision flashes, and rather than falling into darkness, you seem to fall into a bright light. Hasheen, you feel the same sensation. Anthony, you as well. And Celine, you watch as all 4 of your friends, including Cacophony, disappear into the light.
I'm going after!
You quickly see what's going on, and you dive
Dive
in
bomb!
of your own self. Hugo takes a nap in the corner.
He rolls over in his body. To go get stuck halfway towards the light on a protruding rock and hangs there.
Darn it.
As each of
Catch
your
up later.
each of your vision goes bright white, as if you've been hit in the head so hard that you are concussed and see nothing but a flash of brilliant white. You try to blink your eyes and allow yourself to adjust, but there is no adjusting. Ray, as you feel the sense of this place kind of take you, as if you have now left where you once were extended, and now have come into this new space. You feel the weight of Cacophony's broken body leave your hands.
Uh-oh. Do we
And-
hit ground?
You feel yourself no longer falling,
Okay.
but you do not feel anything physical around you, nor do you have any sense of anyone else around you.
Keep her safe, will ya?
As you call that out, Ray, you hear a voice of a maiden. One that I don't think... No, you did hear it. You have heard it. It has spoken audibly to you as a group. And one that you each recognize as the Raven Queen.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Ogamark seeks to intervene and steal my champion and the power resident within her. It did not expect me to forsake some of my own power to give you this one chance at recovering her corpse. One chance that can be lost if Celine fails.
No pressure!
Hey, a god knows your name, though. That's pretty cool, huh?
That's not how you want to hear it.
Time stands still in Limbo. You must find her as quickly as you can. Retrieve her body, and I will extricate you back into the cave that you may leave. It will be as if you have not left, but you will have your chance at saving my champion.
Only we marked her like a favorite foe or something.
Make haste.
Sorry.
While Ogamark is no god, I have been diminished by the assault from Shah. And I no longer hold my throne within the Fel.
Shoot.
If I am to reclaim my power, I will need my champion. Go now. As each of you hear that,
No pressure.
Gee, can't Wolfram do it? Jeez.
the light which has been obscuring your vision begins to fade, and you find yourselves standing upon a shard of stone. It is very large, though by no means a landscape that is taking up your vision. You are not on a planet, so to speak, like Toril, or even a singular kind of plane, not in the planar sense, but like the ground is not one plane. As you look about you, you see fractured, twisting chaos all about. This is an unpredictable place filled with bits and pieces of rocks, trees. There are manifestations of the... I don't know what we're laughing at.
G-Force.
True.
It's an Eminem. They're doing an Eminem song.
He doesn't want her to lose herself.
Okay.
In this moment.
You see manifestations of the four elements all about you. There are entire landscapes that you can see in a distance that seem to be almost as if a picture was ripped out of its frame and thrust into a three-dimensional expression, and it is just kind of slowly drifting on the tides of chaos.
Good.
Tides of
This
chaos,
is
huh?
good.
The tides of chaos.
Strong winds pick up in a moment and then die down. You see random pockets of liquids, solids, and gases in fractal display about you. Gravity seems to have force as you are solidly on the shard of rock upon which you stand. In the distance, you see a massive tornado swirling about as it drifts aloft a massive crag of stone. It's unclear if the tornado or the stone is the anchor as they kind of tumble oblong over one end over the other. You see a ball of magma with pluming lava slamming into a jungle-covered mass as the two dance together in a collapsing mass of fire and vegetative growth, each consuming the other.
That's cool.
Alright.
You see a storm of raging waves and thunderous lightning that are tumbling about a small island surrounded by an ethereal ocean, which seems to eat up other stones that plunk into it, throwing up massive waves that then dissipate into the chaos.
That's cool.
Is that like, did you say below us?
It's
Just
kind
in
of
the distance.
in the
Around,
distance,
like,
kind of all about.
whoa, this is trippy.
That's right.
The ground rumbles and shakes beneath your feet, almost as if there is still some sort of elemental connection to the place from which you just arrived. The stones almost grasping at your feet, but unable to find a hold upon your boots. You look about, and there seems to be a pathway of broken shards, each tumbling at different speeds and different angles, some with what look to be almost bones or teeth jutting out as they rotate. You all are firmly planted on the same tumbling form of stone. And perhaps most disconcerting of all, there is a swirling silver mist which seems to permeate the plane everywhere. A sort of mercurial cloud hanging about, creating a pseudo-atmosphere for many of these shifting chunks of chaos.
I like this place.
As you stare into this mercurial milieu of gas or vapor or whatever it may be, you swear you see a face
Mercurial
emerge
milieu.
and disappear.
What'd the face look like?
Yeah, inside
Another face
Oh, okay.
emerge and disappear.
that one.
I'm imagining a very large face. Are you talking about a tiny,
A
normal
weeping
face?
child emerge
Dead
and
bodies?
disappear.
Oh.
Wouldn't that
Their
be funny if that
souls
was
are
the kid who
trapped.
died in Mulhausen?
Well, their kids are trapped in limbo, right?
Anyone who's dead.
Anyone
Yeah.
who's dead is trapped in limbo.
Hey, does that mean we'll find our old party?
Hey, Cacophony! I have something shiny!
Ooh, good one.
You begin calling out, "Shiny, shiny, shiny, shiny." That seems to echo off of
Ooh.
what? This is an open plane of chaos. The verse reverberates for a moment and then dissipates.
Well, if that didn't work, I don't know how we'll find her.
I think we move forward.
Which way's forward?
Well, not backwards.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a path or if it's like it is on the map where we're on like a floating.
Can
You're
I
not-
sense where Cacophony's soul is?
Yeah, can we skip to the end?
Skip to the end!
We take the ladder and shoot the ladder all the way up to square 98.
Roll the 4. Roll the 4.
I can do a divination spell to
Yep.
If I roll a 4 on this,
What do you do?
ask about it.
roll a 3.
We have a path straight forward into.
So the
Thicker-
map, what you
thicker
see on the
silver
map
shadow?
is you're not quite at that point yet. There's almost a field of stone tumbling about you. Some of them are small, 15 feet in length. Several are larger, maybe 50 to 100 feet. and seem relatively stable, listing slightly, and then perhaps going back the other way. Some are in a clean rotation all the way around.
This is a Mario level.
Some have vast distance, and some are mere inches apart and can almost just be walked across with no effort.
Now, did we get placed in this spot by the Raven Queen facing a particular direction?
That
Yes.
was my question.
As you roll perception, each of you, as you look around,
Perception.
Perception. 24.
24.
10.
Ray's facing the other way. You're the only one.
you're calling
Shiny!
out. You're calling out, echoing your voice about. The three of you
Once
kind
that
of.
didn't work, she's just going, Echo! Hello!
Whoa.
And I'm the
Now
best!
she's just playing. She
Yes.
forgot why we're here.
Oh, yeah.
The rest of you turn, and in the distance of this broken field of debris, there does seem to be an almost spiraling ascent that seems to come to a
I think you found it.
pinnacle with a large stone shard above which you see a gleaming light.
What type of stone?
It is...
Obsidian?
You don't see any obsidian anywhere.
Okay.
How about...
It's perhaps shale, granite, some sort of...
Ooh, I hope it's shale. It's very weak.
Yeah,
It's true.
I
some
hope it's not slate. That's slippery when wet.
Limestone.
various composites of
So Hasheen points
Sedentary.
immediately at this location.
sedimentary
I mean,
and sedentary.
Anthony shrugs and starts walking.
it just feels right, right?
sort of
I
like
think that's what
skipping.
As
the
your
closest
eyes-
piece of stone is
As
like
your
inches
eyes
away.
find the gleaming light, it winks out.
Damn it.
You
That's rude.
you get the sense that this was
Yep.
the Raven Queen's last
Oh, okay.
beacon of direction for each of you.
Nice.
All right.
It's like one of the mascot foam fingers in the sky.
You are here. You
Raven
need to
Queen
be
saying,
there.
DM wants you to go here.
How far away is that?
It's a good question.
You can't quite tell in the midst of this churning space, but it is a clear direction forward.
Are
So-
there any vertical staircases in the opposite direction of that light?
No.
That's where I
Ian
would
says,
go.
I'm not letting Steve smash another clip.
Well, if you want to hit
Steve is gonna Steve as long as Steve can.
Steve goes to the end and jumps.
Steve says,
You
all-
Option D, not participant.
None of you can understand
Well,
the
we
reason
both
why
can
I make
fly.
these decisions.
If you carry one of them,
You understand.
and I carry one of them, and we just fly.
You
You could probably double
vastly overestimating my strength.
I think we also need to understand we're not on the same plane of existence that we were before. So things may not work the same.
Which means maybe flying power will turn into like,
Falling power.
yeah!
Ironically, it's that where we're from.
That'd be fun. Should I try it?
No, I don't want to try that.
Oh.
Can we walk towards the spire?
Yeah, we're gonna jump from stone to stone. Probably.
You begin moving forward.
Do I feel like I can cast a spell as we're walking?
Do you attempt to do so?
I don't like that you asked me that.
You have not taken a long rest. You are in exactly the same
Yep.
health and resources that you just were.
That's why I'm asking.
However, you have been told that time, as you know it, is paused.
How is
Have we been here before?
Which
Try a
means,
cantrip.
Celine,
I mean you.
you cast Emboldening Bond. Who has that been cast upon?
I
It
know
was
Cacophony
on-
was one of them.
It was on Hasheen
Not me, ever.
and
Yeah.
Ray
Yeah.
and Hugo.
Was it on Cacophony?
No.
No.
I thought Bless was on the other people.
I don't remember.
Same people got both, I think.
Actually, no. You Emboldening Bonded yourself.
Yes,
That
you
was it.
always do that.
It
so
was
got
you
I wasn't here last time.
It was you.
You just did what you normally do.
I think
and
I was.
It was Hasheen,
And Ray.
Yep.
and it was Ray.
It was.
And
right.
then blessed, I think, was
How
cacophony.
long does
and
emboldening bond last?
10 minutes.
Right. It is still in effect and will not go out
Nice.
while you are here.
That's
Nice.
cool.
Okay.
Wait, what does your familiar look like?
I didn't cast it yet.
All right. I'm gonna step up to that little one with what looks to be skeletons.
We're not quite here yet.
Okay.
Okay.
I was trying to move us along.
Yep, you are. So you continue forward, and you come to a particularly large outcropping of stone. As you do so, you hear whispers about you. Something like that.
Don't laugh.
Ray
Dead.
is gonna go to the stone and whisper to it. We're working on trying to free you guys. Hang in there.
At that, you hear a ting, ting.
There's a forge here.
Ting,
What?
ting.
Where's
I'd
it
like to
coming
place
from?
an order.
You turn as you now hear this from behind you, from where you were.
Okay.
As you turn, you see a visage, ethereal, yet in color, but wispy, fuzzy, emerging out of the silvery mist, wearing a deep royal blue robe with turquoise designs embroidered about it. This form is of a water genasi.
I was wondering if it was the guy that we killed.
It is, in fact, him.
As soon as I heard the ting ting and it was a blue robe, I'm like, oh, it's the
Oh,
guy we killed.
Cover your face.
At the call of your voice, he seems to have manifest, yet he is not looking at you. He is focused on his work. As you approach, he seems to be working on a piece of armor.
Freaking people, I can't believe freaking goblin.
Volcano real estate is real nice this time of year, they said. Never been active in a million years.
What do you do?
Guys,
I'm going up to him.
no, they said to go as fast as we can.
Isn't that
to
the
find
way? Oh,
Cacophony.
behind us, right? Alright, we're
Slightly
going up.
behind you.
Going on.
We have
You-
infinite time right now.
Time is
It's of the
still,
essence.
But she
technically.
said to find it at her as fast as we can.
But then she also said time is not moving.
I don't think
So
clearly.
as slow as we can is as fast as we can.
She told you to go as fast as she can because her power is diminished, so her ability to
Keep us there.
keep you there
It's not long.
is, while you will return at exactly the same time, if you do not have Cacophony's body,
Yeah.
when her power is exhausted, your time is up.
I vote skip this one and we talk to someone more interesting that we actually care about.
All right.
Wait,
so
is this a
keep going.
forge? He's making something right now?
yeah, he's
Your
an
goblin
ethereal
armor.
being who's making goblin armor.
My goblin armor.
Vexes.
Vex's goblin armor.
Oh, we did do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you
I'm with you. We didn't even know his name.
Yeah,
as
we
you
skip
kind of
him.
talk about this,
There's gonna be lots of cool things
you look
later.
back and he continues at his work, and then he looks up. His eyes are stark white,
Ooh.
as if cataracted over.
Looking good, man.
There is a dead expression on his face. No recognition in his eyes whatsoever.
Oh, phew, good. All right.
Keep walking.
Breathe the fire. Walk the air. Drink the earth. Warm your hands at the water. Ting!
So it's a riddle.
Yeah, that made no sense, right? You
Warm
don't
your
drink
hands in the
earth.
water.
But I'm gonna try to lick the ground right now.
Well, everything's chaotic here.
Ray tries to lick the ground.
You broke it, Ray. You beat the riddle.
You lick the ground. It has a charcoaly taste.
Yeah. Yeah, not worth it.
Is there any fire that I can breathe in?
There's displays of fire in the distance, but nothing close by.
Okay.
Yeah, we head towards the staircase, I guess.
You continue moving forward.
Did you write that riddle down?
The mist continues to swirl around you, almost pressing within, pressing on the sides at points, swirling around your feet and back, coming and kind of circling your torso, pausing for a moment about your heart, and then moving on.
It's reminding me like a little kitty cat.
Of death.
That's right. Well, I can
Presses
control
down
it.
towards your heads, cones or spirals or tendrils almost shooting out, and as a dog would sniff about you, almost kind of investigate your mind, and then pull back.
Yep.
Crap.
Well, I can control it if you want, or I could try to control it if you want me to.
You continue forward,
Pensive,
Jumping-
pensively.
jumping from rock to rock, at times pausing and waiting for the rotation to line up, and you make your jump. When your feet leave the stone that you jump from, there is a weird sensation of gravity as it leaves you for a moment and then re-engages as you reach the next rock. As you land, what's your walking order, by the way?
I'd go in the beginning.
I'd go right
I'm
behind
right
her.
behind. I'm trying to get to Cacophony ASAP. Steve's probably
It's just the
collecting
four of
tourist
us?
brochures.
Just the four of you.
I'm lagging behind a little bit.
I knew it. Steve's trying to collect tourist
I'm
brochures.
I'm
off the
observing.
nearest
I collect
kiosk.
some of the dust from the platform.
As you should.
Limbo
I take a
dust.
chip off of the bones sticking out. I take a glance and see if any dead things dropped some awesome magical items for me. But
No magical items about. As you take these portions of Limbo, when you detach them for yourself, they maintain their material form.
Do the faces appearing gain in frequency as we were walking? What is the general expression on their faces?
The faces continue. As you're walking, you swear you recognize that one. Was that someone I tried to save in the arena that died? It's vague, but there's a hint of recognition. Ray, was that
Great Aunt Sally!
one of the gnolls that I killed on the way to Serloon?
ooh, that was a long time ago.
Was a long time ago.
His face is like, for a moment.
It's hard to
Must be
tell
clothing
because its face is partly crushed where your hammer may or may not have impacted it.
Deserved it.
Hasheen, was that Covort? One of your old dungeon delving friends in the Anarok?
He caught an arrow to the back multiple times.
Your
That's
arrow?
right.
An arrow.
That
Multiple
trap went
times.
off, and he was standing behind you and took all of the arrows.
It's like 14.
He died. You lived. Pure luck. His face seems to
Providence, you mean?
appear for a moment, hauntingly staring at you, and then disappearing into the silvery mist.
I like this episode.
Ray holds the hammer up. I'm so glad you guys are stuck in here with me and not here.
You hear the friendly voice of your best friend ring back.
I'm glad too. This is scary.
It's like a studio apartment in the hammer.
Wait,
You continue forward, and in the distance...
Ollie's Australian. That was like a New
I know, I
Jersey
was
Jewish
trying to figure it out. I couldn't remember.
Excuse me, I would like some pastrami on rye, please. Yellow mustard, extra pickles.
That was great. That was great.
Do you have any gefilte fish?
As you continue, you seem to see a
We're gonna let that pass.
tree, a tree that is emerging out of the silvery mist and planting itself on the stone shard ahead.
Is that the tree that Paz killed in Candlekeep?
A spear sticks out of it.
Awesome.
Trees do have souls! I like how Paz's enemy is like the
As the four of you look at the tree and kind of wonder why there's a spear within it, you all watch as there is a arrow that pierces in and hits a target dead center. You turn to where the arrow came from, and you see a figure with a tan hat and a tan shirt and tan shorts.
No
A
way!
large orange mustache about his face. He turns to a small little dwarf that is banging the drum next to him. That
What was
has
that guy's name?
several bits of his body rent from him.
Yeah, that's fair.
Who's renting them?
This is the Matthew
It's
Porter.
just
Tiapolo.
yeah.
Yeah.
There. The mustachioed figure who you, Ray, immediately recognize to be your friend Rubius calls back to Kildrick and says, "Oh, good boy! Jolly show! Another bullseye! Ha!
He doesn't even sound like Zeus.
Kildrick just kind of nods his head and continues to play his drum and just kind of hums a little song to himself.
Does the sound
evil,
from
so.
them fit in with the echoey, kind of almost immaterial nature of this plane, or does it sound clear and strong and physical?
Their voices do not echo. They come through and then seem to die off almost in a whisper. As the scene plays itself out, there is no recognition in their eyes as you pass by. Rubius loosing another arrow, hitting another bullseye as Kildrick plays his drum, and then mid-note stops. His head snaps up to you, Hashin, and he says, "I breathe the fire, walk the air, drink the earth, and warm your hands at the water," as he continues to play the drum.
I have a feeling that's going to be important.
And that's the second time we've had it.
You continue on. They're now emerging a slight elevation in the stones, as if steps are forming out of the midst of this chaos as they begin to reach a pitch into this ascending spiral. You look off as your ears hear the crashing of lightning and thunder that seem to now overtake you as a swirling storm begins to merge into the trail of stones that you're following.
Okay.
The lightning crashes down into the rock at times, but is immediately grounded by the stone, posing no threat or danger to you. The teeth or bones that jut up out of these stones do seem to conduct the electricity a little more as the lightning strikes nearer to them. You begin to help each other as you go, climbing, except for you, Celine, your wings still aloft. after the many
Yes!
minutes
That was a
of
good call.
your travel through this place, it seems that the normal limitations of your spectral ability, the touch of the Aasimar within you, remains. As you pull yourselves up onto another stone shard, you look out and there seems to be a small huddle of figures, all together, doing various and sundry things, though somehow seemingly communicating with each other without communicating. As if they're in some sort of choreographed dance, yet none of them talk to each other, really. You see what looks to be a small gnome wizard with a bit of a staff. The bottom of his body charred, as if burned alive. He mumbles something to himself about the possibilities of the future.
Oh, is this a Steve character?
I've had a gnome that burned.
Next to him, back to back, almost, as circling about with him, a second small character. Though not a gnome, it's hard to tell. This individual is almost zombie-like, falling apart. A black robe about him as he talks to another who looks almost exactly like him. And you hear...
These all Steve's dead characters?
You
Yeah,
hear...
Steve is populating 70% of
You hear a conversation between them. One says, "Oh, Fubblebun, I told you I'd find you. Yeah, I knew you would, Zeke," as they talk.
At least
lost
Limbo,
on
they're,
me.
you know, they get
They're-
to have people.
Around this center of wizards,
Complete
there
chaos.
is a constant, almost shadowboxing sparring going on. A life half-elf monk with no shirt and almost capri-esque pants, with what you swear would be a light glow about him. If he was real, at least material, seems to be sparring with a full elf in a black robe who has a sinister look upon his face and seems to look up longingly at the dark spaces about you.
Is that another one of yours?
That's
As
probably Vex, actually.
these two monks, Vexilus and Glauron,
I thought it was.
seem to circle.
Those dead?
I thought it was your archer.
What?
Finally, there are two meditating forms at the top and bottom of this odd formation. One is what looks to be half elven, half dragonborn type creature.
Ugh.
Long, slender arms, and seems to be sitting atop a swirling ball of wind, almost
That's Helgi.
Avatar style.
You all saw him as a purple goblin. That's what he really was.
Opposite him is a small
dragon,
purple
one half
goblin
Mm.
doing exactly the same thing. And you hear them just muttering under their breath, almost talking to themselves.
What?
Hovax will be found, says the purple goblin. Jormungr, Call Helgi to you, says the other.
Aw, Helgi feels abandoned.
Should.
He should. You're right.
These forms all continue their dance. None of them following you, but each of them engaged in their own almost mental place. Is there anything any of you wish to do with this scene?
Who would we recognize?
You recognize the purple goblin.
That's about it, right?
That's all. That's the only one you would recognize.
But I don't even know what to call it.
Anthony's
any
just
of them-
walking by like he's a tourist.
Do any of the mannerisms of this purple goblin as it appears before us remind us of any of the different souls that inhabited it? Like in terms of bearing and...
Not really. I mean, he is
Posture.
meditating, which the first soul, the first Vex did.
Yeah. Well, 2 of them had Vex in the name, so...
Oh yeah, Veronway's not in there. Oh,
Isn't he truly dead?
I don't know.
Vex? I'll call out.
He should be dead.
Call out to Vex. Please roll a charisma persuasion check.
Oh, I'm
Ooh,
still
I have
golden
an
and
idea.
bonded, too.
I have an idea after Chris is done.
Sorry, I gotta find a D4. Wow, how are there
Fucking
no...
Tommy boy, I've got a plan.
Alright, let's do this.
Killian. He's not in my hammer,
Well, Killian's
Alright,
not
what was it? I'm
necessarily
sorry.
dead.
Charisma?
but we don't know.
Killian?
He's not necessarily dead. We don't know
You
what
said
he is.
charisma check,
We don't
right?
know what he is. See if
Persuasion.
he's in limbo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's even better. I
We know where
rolled...
Killian is.
16
No, we don't.
plus...
Yeah, we do. He's
don't?
attached to the obelisk
25.
at the tower.
25.
He told us.
There is
That was...
a pause in the kata of the elf as he comes to rest and turns to you, a seeming
That was knick-knack.
awareness drawing into his expression as Vexilus, the elven monk from the Anarok Desert,
Whoa.
regards you. I am Vex, and I'm here to serve the Night Mother. Why have you come to torment my soul?
You would say that.
In life as it is in death.
We're not here to torment your soul. We're here to try to find them one of another of our friends. How long have you been here?
I know not. Time matters not here. There is only emptiness.
Does the figure across from him react to that?
Nope, he continues doing his own kata.
How close are we to them?
How close are you approaching?
I want to try and reach out and see if I can touch his shoulder.
You
Peacefully.
go-
I don't want. I'm not looking aggressive.
You approach him and you go to touch him, and your hand passes through the silvery mist that emerges from his form.
Yeah. Are you free to wander this place?
Freedom. You know not the value of freedom until it is lost. Until it is stolen from you. His eyes drop and tears begin to form and fall and then dissipate into mist before reaching the stone.
No regrets.
So I'm sorry. You said Vexilus the Elven Monk, who was the first one that we met, who inhabited the purple body of the goblin, who tried to slit my throat, right? I'm just trying to remember the facts here. That's that one? This isn't Vexil, Helgi, or Antony. Duh. This is Vexilus, the first one.
I think
But
you've
this is the first
deciphered
time
properly.
we've seen him in the elven form.
Correct. All you've ever seen are these souls in the... Well, you briefly saw... Ray briefly saw him as he was ripped from the body by Shar.
Golden light, yeah.
Does it look like there's a wound in the... Well, I think I actually saw that too, didn't I? I don't remember. I remember seeing
I
some
don't
of
think it
that.
was like actual people. I think it was just like a light.
Hmm.
Like, didn't we just see
I remember
like,
I saw figures that got torn out. But having said that, is there a visible like wound on his stomach or anything? His chest? I forget where the tendril pierced the souls. But I'm looking for almost like a sign of corruption or infection within the manifestation of the soul.
You know, you look there,
Okay.
and there's no wound, but there is a hole,
Hmm.
an emptiness.
there's a hole in his heart.
There is, as you peer in, a vacuous void of nothing.
Ew.
His eyes turn back up to you, no longer with tears. Now white and cataract. Breathe the fire. Walk the air. Drink the earth. Warm your hands at the water. As he goes back into his kata and begins to go through his form.
I don't think there's anything we can do for these souls except stop the storm or whatever's causing them. I think we need to focus on Cacophony. That might be the only soul in this place that we have a chance of bringing back.
I am a little curious. One of my friends, Killian, he didn't make it into my hammer. I wonder if he's here.
Maybe if we keep walking, we'll see him.
I'm hoping. Well,
Or maybe
no,
not. I hope
I don't
you're
know.
wrong.
I hope I'm wrong.
Sometimes the gods reclaim the souls of those who have served them most faithfully.
Who's Knick-Knack? The lion guy?
No.
Killian? Yeah, he was the lion guy.
Yeah.
Knick-Knack was not the lion guy.
Knick-Knack was
You
the
think that's
artificer.
Antony role-playing, but that's just Steve trying to remember.
No, that was Anthony.
Knick-Knack is lost at Greer's tower into
He's the one attached to the
yes.
Obelisk.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But Killian was the true
Killian was
death one.
Yeah.
Would you save your friends to experience true death or something like that?
Yeah, and then
Oh.
it blacked out, and,
And
we
then
don't
it
know what he
blacked out and
chose.
we never heard the end.
You continue
But
forward,
he first was like, what?
Which is never a good sign.
No, it's not.
climbing, waiting, biding the right moment, and then moving to the next stone. The storm, not necessarily getting stronger, but also not diminishing as the lightning strikes about you, though not necessarily near you at any point. Come to another larger stone. And as you pull yourself up, Ray, you pull up and then kind of stop. At the top, you see many souls in
It's an ash or whatever they're called.
various stages of combat.
Interesting.
Some slicing through others, they disappearing for a moment, and then reappearing on the edges of the mist and rushing back into the battle. This is almost a scene that you would imagine in Acheron of the endless battle, or what you have heard some in your tribes refer to as the place of eternal glory, where there is just a constant battle with the warriors. You kind of see us and turn to your friends and explain what you see. How do you proceed?
Well, so far we can't interact with them and they couldn't interact with us, so keep going.
Yeah, let's do it. All the armies turn and look at you. Alright.
Okay,
Let's do it.
I guess we try.
I mean, what else do you want to do?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is there another way?
There is other stones about, but
can-
this is the clear pathway to the next level up.
Let's.
Do you want me to try first, and then if I get hit, run back?
Can I walk?
Yes.
Just
Okay.
walk the direct line to the top, walking on the air like it says. Can I just try to walk up, straight up?
Are you attempting to go off of the stone?
I'm just trying to walk directly, direct straight line through the air up to it.
Like Mary Pippins your way up there? Mary
You
Poppins? That's
walk
what it is.
on the air. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
You
Walk.
begin to
we
walk
lost
on the air.
gravity.
What?
As you imagine yourself walking through the air,
Yeah.
I knew it.
there seems to be a recognition that dawns upon you that there is power to create within the chaos if one can properly form its elements. As you walk upon the air, you get the sense that you can will that element to be formed to your whims.
That's cool.
So as I'm walking, then I concentrate on the path that I'm taking,
Just don't look at the waves, Peter.
and I sort of if you imagine, well, when I was in the mind of Helgi, he had some control over this, and so I learned some things. And so wind is usually not visible unless there's dust involved. So I would like the air to pull up some dust and kind of create a visible path for the rest of them to focus on walking on the air.
As you seek to exert the air and interact with other material components, it is unable to grasp at the stone.
Interesting.
I might be able to control the stone, though.
Maybe not in this place.
No,
Oh,
if stone is water.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking earlier.
The silvery mist, as you kind of stop for a moment, begins pressing into you.
Do you
Hey,
think if what?
focusing on this air here on this path, perhaps one of you guys could do some work, and the other 3 directives we've gotten, maybe work on that a little? How about that? Lazy bones?
I could try to see if I can control the rock. Rock is water. I
Sure.
control
I'm trying to
water.
bring some dust into the situation to make it visible.
Bring some dust
Perhaps
into
the dust
situation.
could be something you could work on, yes.
Ray picks up a handful of rocks and tosses it in the air. Actually, no, she just tosses it at Anthony's face.
And on its way down, she catches it on her tongue and starts to drink it. Isn't
She's
that
already
the
licked
earth
it.
one? Yeah, but now.
We cracked
With-
your riddle, DM.
with purpose.
Clearly.
No, Ray's gonna try to control the rock with the tear, with the power of the tear. See if she can connect it.
Oh boy.
How do you seek to do so?
She's gonna do like her shape water cantrip, but she's gonna try to shape a part of the rock, just to see if she has
Roll an Arcana check.
she has any control. 17.
Are you emboldening?
Yes,
Yes.
I am.
It's you, me, and
Machine.
Hishin. Yeah,
Unnatural 20.
squad.
You grab hold of the moat of water known as the Tear of Vivon Rana, which hangs about your neck, and the intricately made necklace that was given to you by your old friend Melcine. And you seek to interact with the stone, and there's no connection.
No, I don't think the rock's actually water. Usually I'm pretty good with shaping
Except
water.
you hear a voice behind you that has appeared out of the mist.
You see before he even speaks.
My necklace.
Oh,
You've brought it.
Who are you?
As you turn, Melcine's form stands
Never met her.
before you. You see a water genasi. Quite beautiful. Turquoise skin and teal hair, that flows down and almost flows behind her as if underwater.
Would I recognize this person?
You do not.
Okay.
Good question.
Dad had
Well,
no
that's a good
pictures
question.
of her baby girl?
Just stick figure drawings.
You actually roll a perception check.
Not history? Interesting. Perceived! Perceive machine!
I'm pretty good at that, but I rolled a 2. 12!
Well,
Lucky!
you've never seen a picture of Melcine because Mengobar had none.
What a loser.
The whole point of finding the tear was to be able to find his
Melcine.
daughter.
Okay.
But the fact that she refers to the necklace as her necklace immediately rings in your ears and gives you a sense of recognition.
Okay. Would I know the name?
You would.
What is a name?
What's in a name?
What is in a name?
Melcine?
Roll persuasion check.
Melcine, she can't be dead. Unless this is a timey-wimey death zone.
Melcine with an M.
Oh, I totally knew that. How do you spell it?
Melcine.
Dirty
Well, I
20.
didn't see Wolfram in that
I always heard
diamond-shaped
A-
stack of my characters.
A
That's good to hear.
recognition crosses her face. Yes, that was my name. Is my name.
Was this where are?
What's... Oh, dear. Where did you get that necklace?
Well, Sola got it from someone, and then Sola gave it to... What was his character's name before Hugo?
Morthos.
Morthos.
Morthos! Sola gave Morthos' name? I am 6 months pregnant! Sola gave it to Morthos, and then Morthos gave it to me! And now I have it!
And I've been looking for it to find you.
Well, you found me. I don't even know how I got here. She looks down. Again, a tear forming.
We're gonna do our best to free your soul!
What's the last thing you remember?
She looks up. The white returned. Warm your hands with the water.
Oh, she switched up the order, though.
Drink the earth.
No.
Yeah.
Breathe the fire.
Before it was Breathe the Fire, she said this one backwards.
Well, that's because Walk the Air wasn't in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did that already.
Correct.
interesting. Okay.
Is there fire nearby?
I did my part, by
Nope.
the way.
Okay.
Not nearby.
It's up to the rest.
How does she... Because you made mention that when other people died, like Kildrick still had pieces of him rented out by Teopolo.
Mm-hmm.
Does anything look wrong with her?
Very bloated. She's drowned, I think.
Roll a perception
She
check.
should be able to
She
swim.
can-
She's
she
a water
can breathe
gymnast.
underwater.
She could breathe underwater.
Ooh, okay. 24.
As her body recedes into the mist, you note around her throat are deep blue marks.
Who's through?
Melcine.
Melcine's
Melcine's.
deep blue marks.
Like bruises.
Like strangulation?
Do I have any time as she's receding to try to grab her hand? Almost
You reach out and grab it, and it
can't
passes through.
done. All right. Are there any other landmarks around where we are now, as we've been walking?
I forgot where she got taken.
She was in a vast sea. When we left her, I believe. I don't remember. I don't think it was in
Some-
Faerun, though.
It's a mythos.
It was.
It was in Faerun?
Yep.
So, but she should have been okay with that. Unless, well, obviously something attacked her.
Some mythos monster
No,
got her.
Sola
her
and
neck.
Melcine got transported via the tear, and
Correct.
then we were drowning, and then Melcine gave me
In
the
a,
tear.
in a vast sea.
in a
Yeah.
vast
Oh,
sea.
she sacrificed
You were
herself.
drowning.
for you.
I was
She can
drowning.
breathe.
Right, but the portaled us somewhere.
Correct.
Yeah.
Into a
Portals
vast.
do.
Yeah.
Good recap. Go watch episode like 20
Ish.
on YouTube.
Just watch all of 100 something.
There's only 140 episodes.
It's so
ago.
funny to see
The
the
sound
production
of battle
value
rages
change.
behind you.
I'm going up.
Any
As you-
fire?
Any
fire?
Are you looking for fire?
Well, yeah. Now that Hasheen has heard that walk the air is out of the equation, someone's got to drink some fire. I like fire water.
I can create some water.
It's not the point. Unless the water you create is fire.
I could try.
I want to walk to the conflict.
You move towards the conflict.
I have a
And
theory.
they seem to lack any notice of your presence as they fight about you. One seems to kind of swing and it just passes right through you and connects with another spectral warrior behind you, dealing a killing blow to them.
Is there any effect, like, spectrally on the terrain that they're in? Because my Hail Mary theory is,
Who's married?
it's another religion, don't ask me about it, is blood mixing with the earth from this battlefield. But if there's not, then...
There is
we'll keep
blood
walking.
being spilled, but it all seems to recede back into the silvery mist in
okay.
this almost
That was gonna be my guess.
you know the what are those things called with the doodle
Oh, the
Pictograph?
no, the game.
Magnadoodle.
doodles like
Etch a
those
sketch?
When you shake
Etch
it,
a sketch.
sketch, yeah.
Etch a sketch.
Or it's like it emerges and then like dissipates
Interesting.
and then kind of like comes back into form, and then they go through
the lava lamp.
their combat, and then it dissipates and reemerges and they rush back in.
Ray will try to create water. With the
We
tear.
can either warm our hands
You-
by it or drink it.
You create water with the tear. It spills over the stone and seems to rest into various puddles, some dissolving into the cracks and some remaining held in a basin.
The ones that are held, I try to warm my hands by it.
Okay. You go up towards it and you put out your hands.
Do I feel any heat coming off?
I really had to pee there. Don't do that, puddle.
I move over to I move over to the puddle adjacent. You need to drink more water, little girl. Gosh, you would never live in the Anorak Desert. Seriously, we're gonna work on their hydration plan.
Reason we
I
never
scoop
go play
over.
bathroom breaks.
I move over to the other puddle, stick my hands out.
Okay. Please roll a wisdom save.
Ooh, did you have to roll a save?
I have 5 advantages.
I just figured that shit out.
Wisdom? Where's wisdom? Oh, I'm gonna use an advantage though.
Okay.
Good thing I did. Crit 26.
Nice.
Nice.
26. As you put forth your hands, there is the sound of a warrior behind you.
Etch a sketch. Yeah, that's right.
It says,
Not a Magnadoodle.
"Stand back from the flame and defend yourself!" as it goes to attack you. You are able to overcome the compelled duel.
Oh,
Ooh.
However,
Nice.
it is still attacking you.
okay.
What do you do?
How much distance do I have between me and it?
It has closed. It is 5 feet away from you.
Right on me, you say.
Yep. But you do. I am allowing you to act first in this
Yep.
engagement.
Okay. So I am going to... Do I have that? I am going to bonus action myself for Zephyr Strike,
Okay.
and I'm going to apparate my bow and try to put it right between his eyes.
All right.
which should just negate the disadvantage. So I have a straight roll.
Okay, go ahead and do so.
First attack. 15 on the die with a plus
That will hit.
12.
That hits?
You need me to roll damage?
Yes, please.
I don't have any more. 2d8.
Okay, for 1,000 bits, you can re-smite Jake.
And I'm going to do my... not the one that's...
Favored foe?
Not the one that's...
Oh, the
Yes, the other one that I can do once around.
the Winter Court one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So I just did 13 plus 8, 21 plus 4, 25 points of damage right between his eyes.
The arrow remains spectral in its form and impacts.
Ooh.
Blood spills forth. He stops. His eyes go from white to kind of a brownish green, hazel. She says,
You get more stress.
"Thank you." And his entire body just dissolves into nothing.
Guys, I think I can kill everyone in here permanently.
That's the plot twist.
Freedom.
We have to keep getting cacophony, though.
I understand. I'm just saying, future reference.
Good to
I
know.
could kill
As
everyone
this
here.
happens,
Helgi needs to get where he's going.
the sound of battle begins to cease around you. As each of the warriors begin to turn towards you in recognition of what just happened.
Oh boy.
Each of them, how many are there?
As this happens,
Hey guys.
you hear a bubbling behind you. As the water begins to churn in the puddle behind you.
Okay. I would like to warm my hands.
How do you do so?
I don't know how else to warm my hands.
do you place your hands about the water,
Going
into
in.
the water? You
Going
place
in.
them
I'm
into
going
the
for
water.
some scalding hot hands.
As you do, your hands begin to burn.
Okay.
It is boiling hot.
Ka! Out.
And as you push them in, you can't take them out. As
Awesome.
the water, you all watch as the water bursts into flame. Except it's a bluish flame that is almost fluid in the way that it dissipates into the air. I need you to roll a Constitution save.
You're up, boy.
Can Ray try to shape this flame?
Roll an Arcana check.
Like it, I like it.
I'm going to use an advantage again.
Hold on
You
before you
can
do.
both use your emboldening. Well,
Oh, I do have emboldening
Bogdan.
bone. I didn't use
19.
it.
19. That is high enough to give you advantage on this roll.
I'm not using
As you
advantage.
begin to affect the water with the tier of Vivon Rano.
I'm going to use a d4 just to be safe with my emboldening bond.
Okay.
Nice. You said con save?
Con.
Oh, I needed it. Okay. 23.
That is sufficient. As you...
Good job.
Your hands blistering under the heat, the flesh beginning to be eaten away almost under this acidic flame, and then all at once your hands themselves glow with the flame.
Fun!
And there's pain no more. As,
So my hands are on fire
Your
with
hand-
the spectral flame.
Yes.
It's twice now in 1 week.
His hands are on fire.
Is the flame still going?
The water is extinguished. It is
I'm the
now in
best.
your
you're
hands.
like in Kung Fu Panda, the final fight scene.
That's
where
kinda
it's got
cool.
the
Skadoosh.
Flames on the
Too bad you
supplies.
don't fight with your hands.
Yeah, I know.
But what if you can light arrows?
Does he
As you
even
look at
fight?
your hands and you feel good about yourself for a moment,
Oh no.
a warrior steps forth
Aw.
and takes a swing at you with a very large longsword.
These
What?
guys.
You're being attacked?
Yeah, seriously.
How do I join this?
How do we get up the limit?
That is an 18 to hit.
You got it, dude.
That hits.
You are sliced along the shoulder and down the back. You all watch, rather than the spectral
Permanent
figures passing through, it now seems to find connection as you take 10 points of...
Can I try to
Why are
reduce
these,
it?
why are
You
these
take-
dead people so rude?
10 points of necrotic damage.
Can I try to negate it with my
Hold on.
ancestral protection, the 3d6s?
Yes, you may.
Who attacked you? Do we know this person?
I don't know.
Or have we known this person?
It is a warrior
Plus 12.
that
Emerged
I
from
take
the
no damage.
Fog?
You get 2 points of healing back.
was on the
The silver
battlefield.
mist? Oh.
And roll a history check.
A mystery.
If she rolled a 12 and I only did 10, do I get 2 hit
23.
points back?
No.
Oh.
You have take 0 damage.
So he
20.
cut through my clothes but did
7.
no damage to me.
Yes, the clothes tear,
That shouldn't happen.
and as the sword begins to pierce into your flesh, a massive shield emerges and knocks the sword back as you watch one of the ancestors that typically protects Ray, the
Nice.
large shield and spear held by Deborah extended and held at bay as the figure kind of takes a step back.
I got a 27 history.
27. This was one of the warriors that well, not you, but that the purple goblin and your pair fought against in the arena within the city of Brass.
Do I recognize him then?
Oh.
Because me and him fought together, I think.
Roll a history check.
We were partners.
We were partners in that. Can I use my emboldening bond again here?
Mm-hmm.
I'm crushing it.
We were-
28.
Yep, you
We were
recognize him.
shackled together.
Ray will
He still hates
run
us.
up
Yeah.
to
The
protect...
warriors are
Wink, wink.
still closing in on
Eddie?
you all.
What are you doing here?
Ray will run up to protect Hashim, and she's going to stand in front of him
Okay.
and go for...
Hey,
Get ready to attack.
Teddy, I killed you once, I'll kill you again.
Running up there as well. So the warriors are converging on
They
us.
are converging, though there is a pathway to the next area.
You stay back. Let's take the pathway. Go.
Go, we're running.
Do we have more elements to mess with?
You
Let
continue
them-
forward.
2 more.
Water. No.
Drink the earth, breathe the fire.
Yep. That's
We have
it.
air. We have
And water.
water.
You continue forward.
Well,
And I'm
is it water
like
or
every
fire?
third
Or
step,
earth?
I'm like
Drink the
checking
earth.
again to make sure Teddy's keeping at bay.
That's what we have.
They are following you, though at a distance.
Okay.
The battle has stopped. And they all seem to be watching you with deadened eyes. Just not taking steps, just slowly shifting towards you.
It's like that scene in
Oh.
Game of
Hey,
Thrones.
Hashim, when we get past this, can I try to breathe in your hands?
Yeah.
You reach the next set of
I don't think it'll
stones and
work.
begin clambering up.
Yeah, are his hands still on fire?
His hands are still on fire.
Oh. Yeah, you can drink them.
Breathe the
Keep
fire.
following me
Like
up
the
this
earth.
air path.
Anthony,
Yo,
you go to climb.
yo.
You don't need to, as you just walk right up invisible steps as you go.
I'm awesome.
However, it does begin to get more difficult as you now have reached the map.
Okay.
Nice.
And there is more distance between some of these, and there are going to be athletic and or acrobatics checks as you step upwards.
Now, unfortunately, we're multiple hundreds of feet in the air.
So
Only 10d6
as you
fall.
approach, you see the next area,
Mhm.
the next 2 stones, which are about 10 feet above you, the first, and about 15 feet above the second.
Yes.
The lightning flashes about you still, and one
Oh,
hits
fun.
the jagged bone, which is just to your left, Ray, on its own little stone shard, which just seems to kind of tumble through the
Undulate.
force of the strike.
Is there bones around me? that I can like gather?
There are some bones.
Ray will gather a couple of
Bones
bones,
and
and then she'll throw one on the platform that she's gonna land on.
Over to here.
Sure.
Okay.
Before jumping.
You throw the bone.
See what happens.
And are you intending to you're trying to inflict a lightning strike?
I want to see if we can get away with the lightning with this.
Okay. You throw the bone forward, and it
Or is it just random?
lands kind of in the center next to some other bones that are there. As you jump, I need you to make an athletics check.
I'm not jumping yet.
She just threw a rock.
I just
Oh.
want to see.
Okay.
Is the lightning
Because
gonna?
you said they were conductors.
Yes, it
I
lands.
just want to see is
You
is
wait.
the lightning gonna be an issue?
You wait for a moment and watch, and there is another crash on the bone over here.
Okay.
Random.
All right. No.
Are there any sparks from the lightning connecting, or any
Should I
like
drink the
tongues of fire
lightning?
from it?
There are sparks from the lightning.
But hear me out. If I drink the lightning, my hammer becomes supercharged.
Yes, but we're supposed to drink the earth, not the lightning.
But
But you could
the
breathe
lightning
it.
is being absorbed by these parts of the earth. You could drink the parts that have been charged,
Like, how are they so stupid?
and I can watch.
You want to try that?
Well, I want to supercharge my hammer.
Who knows? Maybe both will
Can your
work, huh?
hammer
Could be
drink
both.
things?
Can drink in power. Yeah.
Ooh.
And technically drunken souls.
Fine.
Like, there are souls in here.
I
This,
mean,
I would try it.
do
but-
it.
Yeah.
Smash some shit. Do it.
Yeah, aren't you vulnerable to lightning anyway?
She's resistant.
Resistant, that's right.
Well, keep going.
Yeah, but I mean,
I cast a 4th level spell of Long Strider, so everybody's
Moving
can
faster.
move faster.
nice.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so that gives you all.
The 4 of us, whoever else is with us, I don't care.
It's just the 4 of you.
You guys been
Yep.
sleepwalking
then it sounds
behind.
Hugo is not there.
No, Adam, right when we needed you.
What's it do?
You have extra movement speed, 10 extra movement speed.
So
And
we
you
should be able
can
to jump better.
jump farther as
Jump
well, I
farther.
believe.
Nice.
all those things.
Well, keep going.
Drink the souls.
Yeah, as
Not
long
the
as you're
soul.
going to be smashing, if you're going to be
The
smashing some dirt.
lightning
drinking it.
crashes into the stone. Because it is on the same and you're paying attention to it now, you watch as the teeth that conduct it seem to glow with energy for a moment.
That's the answer.
That's
Yep.
you. That's you.
Yeah.
and
Do it.
then are dissipated into
want
the
me to do?
You
stone.
need to
Smash
break
that
it,
crap.
crush it, mix it with water,
And
drink
snort it. Drink it, yes.
Yes.
Well, all my water turns into fire.
Not necessarily. Some of your water didn't. It got dissipated back into the earth. So all you're gonna do is put some of the
If it's in there,
powder.
You want me to
Snort it.
drink tea?
See what happens.
Yeah.
Where?
It's just enamel. You're fine.
Ray will jump over to the rock that was.
Okay, you jump, and as you jump, this is the longest leap that you've made. You feel gravity give way on you for a moment. Your stomach turning within you. And then
Nice.
the gravity re-engages as you land right next to the bone that you've already thrown across there, which
Is it-
seems to still sizzle with the residual energy of the lightning.
So it is still glowing?
The lightning has been diffused, and essentially it's already been grounded into the stone, but you can pick it
Wait
back
for
up
a
and
fresh one, or.
Why don't you hold it up?
Okay! Ray will pick it up and hold it up.
yeah, you pick it up and hold it up.
Actually, she's gonna chip off a larger piece of bone.
Yep.
Okay.
A little bigger. Yep.
Yeah.
You go to the large
Yeah. And she wants
tooth
to
that seems to
chisel a big
extend,
one.
and you take your hammer and smash it at the base. It cracks with relative ease under the strength of your blow,
Then Ray will hold it
and
up.
you hold it up, extending it forth like a lightning
We're all
bolt.
back 30 feet, huddled behind a rock, like, good job!
Alright.
Stay there!
And then you want me to drink it right away?
No,
Or
no,
try
no.
to drink it?
So you get shocked, okay? I mean, the tooth gets shocked
Okay.
by proxy.
Yeah.
Then you grind that up,
Okay.
and then you put it in your hand. You put the water in your hand. You drink it.
Oh yeah.
This is so dumb.
Why would we add water though?
Because-
the other ones we didn't have to add anything.
How are you gonna drink the earth?
Well, before how did water turn into fire?
I don't know. I'm just saying. Drink the earth. Again, really far away, hiding behind a rock.
Is there any like melted earth here?
Yeah, like for the lightning.
Liquid earth.
The earth that grounds the lightning doesn't seem to change its material composition. As you know, sand might be glassed, for example. It's not that way. However, as you are, Hasheen, yelling out from 30 feet away,
Oh, good.
you hear
Here.
again the sound behind you of the warriors
Oh, yeah, they're still coming.
that are now approaching.
Are these,
You begin shooting at them, and they start dissipating, each one with a almost relieved final breath.
Okay. Get in line and stay back.
Is it just him who can take these things out, or we can
I
all
have
try?
spectral arrows. I don't know. That's my only
Lightning
thought.
hit me yet?
As you stand there, lightning crashes about you, and
Ooh.
after what feels like several minutes, there is a particularly
incredible.
large crack of
No.
I'm gonna
thunder
go down.
above you. You look up in the storm, and you swear you see eyes
Ooh.
and a smile as the
Oh.
lightning is directed
Is
at
it a
you.
friendly smile or a menacing
That was not a
smile?
friendly
Roll
smile.
an insight check.
I'm a storm
I
giant, so
understand.
it could be a
Listen,
friendly
I understand, but I know Matthew.
16.
16. Hard to tell.
He doesn't know.
I haven't decided. See what happens.
As the lightning strikes the extended tooth,
Guys, we're so good
it
at
courses down through your fingers into
Believe
your
you.
arm and electrifies your entire body. It holds it as it meets.
Drink that shit.
The lightning does not stop. It as if a Tesla arc has hit your tooth.
I have made the gravest error! Grievous, sorry!
If it's not
Grievous was foreshadowing for you!
I need you to roll first a strength saving throw.
You
to
haven't?
see-
We
to
have...
see if you can maintain your hold
my
on the
advantages.
electrified tooth.
Yeah, is whatever you gifted. I thought it was 4.
well, I also have 11 advantage.
Yeah, alright, use your own.
I'm dying. You guys are literally killing me. This beer's making me sick.
You're emboldening bonded as well.
26.
There's 6.
Oh no, why
You
would you use that? He's
you-
his first check.
maintain your grip. You reach up and hold it with 2 hands.
I have the power!
As you maintain, the electricity is crackling off, and the smell of ozone begins to fill the air about you, burning your nostrils.
This is weirdly exhilarating!
You're by the power of Grayskull!
What do you do?
If it's not dissipating, can Ray try to channel it into her hammer?
Good.
Sure.
Good,
You
good.
Limbo hammer!
You reach down with your right hand and grab your hammer, the broken shaft that is the spear on your left hip and the massive ancestral hammer on your right. You reach forth and grab, and what do you do with
Dude, you're about to
the
be
hammer?
Stormbreaker.
Oh, that'd be so
Can you imagine?
In the other time that Ray channeled it into her hammer, did she have to like have the hammer touch the lightning, or did she channel it through her body? In the tests with
You were holding your hammer as you were electrified, but right now there is a specific point the electricity is drawn to.
so I can't channel it from one hand to my other hand.
It seems to be entering into your hammer at this point, but
Avatar.
Touch it to it.
it's
I don't want to break my hammer more, but she's gonna so do that as it explodes.
you join the hammer
Yeah,
together.
my hammer's gonna explode. Sorry, Dad.
No,
As the hammer
listen.
is joined, there is a
God.
surge of energy. There's a massive explosion as bone shatters.
Wait, I need to drink you!
The electricity is now solely directed into your hammer. It is sizzling all the more. Your hands begin to burn with the force of the lightning coursing through you. You take 20 points of lightning damage, halved down to 10 because you are resistant.
Ooh, I have an idea.
As the smell of your flesh burning begins to fill the air about you.
Dinner.
No, I'm gonna try my staff to rejoin my staff with my hammer.
What?
This is what I'm gonna try to do. That's what I was saying. Let's reforge it. Come on.
Bring on the D12s. Bring on the D12s today.
Limbo hammer!
All right, she's gonna have
You
to
reach down.
Yes! I'm gonna try to reforge it.
idea!
Do it!
You
I'm
reach
impressed.
down for
I call Sacred
the
Flame on it
spear.
too for fun!
And you reach up. I need you to roll a dexterity save
By the power of a knob!
to accurately place the...
I use my Smith's Tools proficiency to help her.
I'm using an advantage.
takes out his little chisel.
I run over with my hands that can't be burnt and just tap hers.
I just helped Sacred Flame on it.
Was it dexterity, you said?
Dexterity save, yeah.
You better have rolled with advantage. And emboldening bond.
Yeah, don't
Don't sleep on my bonds.
sleep on
21.
any advantage
21.
you have.
The broken forms, the jagged edge pointing down, and the broken, what you now used as almost like a dagger or a spear pointing up. At first, you join them, and they are not making a solid grasp. You, in your pain, you shift it, and they slide together.
This works!
We don't know yet. Keep holding on.
You are holding it together. You take another 20 points of lightning damage.
Sure.
Half down to 10.
Sure. Easy sacrifice. Easy sacrifice.
Eating money! Eating money! She said!
No whammies, no whammies.
Until the final damage.
You hear Kobe. You hear the voice of Moshi ring through your
Moshi.
mind.
Moshi mosh.
My daughter, I did not expect this.
Like, seriously.
I just knew what I feel like in the moment. It just felt right. The smile and everything.
But by a nom it might work. In order to reforge the ancestral hammer, something precious must be imparted to reunite the shaft.
Let me hold on. Give me 1 second.
I have a ring.
Consult my inventory.
What if you put the ring over the shaft? We
How
might
about
keep
every
it there.
limbo soul within 100 feet of you? Every limboed soul.
I mean, I know I have a table.
Obsidian. Yep.
Just the shaft? No.
I
The
can
shaft
take my
and the
purple
hammer.
side heart table.
The head and the shaft.
I think it has to be even deeper than that.
Okay.
Where's the shaft?
Could I
With the
potentially imbue the tear?
No, you
With-
cannot do that.
With obsidian, and yes, you may. Try it. Please try.
Is that what you're attempting to do?
Wait, think about it!
I literally have nothing
Oh.
besides a purple heart
please.
side table.
Are any of us
please.
allowed to participate,
hair.
or is this just a Molly
You
Ray
see
thing?
her doing this.
Mode
yeah.
of creation
Your
into
hair.
your hammer, yes.
Well, I already have a mode of creation in my hammer, so it'd literally be
I
two
fight off
modes of
anyone who tries to
creations.
stop her with fireballs.
You have one
I've saved all of my hammer spells for you, mother effort.
Because the hoppers
I
in
only
my
have
hammer, right?
I only have 4th level
Yeah.
slots, but I will use them for fireballs.
I feel your hair,
Interesting. This is fun.
knowing that it may never grow back.
I,
What are you doing, Ray?
Alright, I'm feeling good. Think of
All
something.
I have is
Celine,
My
wh-
purple
while you're
side
thinking,
heart
what are you
This
doing?
could
You're
suck
watching this.
so hard if this doesn't work, but
No.
I want you to. I want this to
It'll be
succeed
glorious.
for you.
how sentimental does it need to be, Moshi?
As you have this conversation in your mind,
My
Celine,
daughter,
what are you
I
doing?
don't know.
Sola
please.
can do it.
Pretty sentimental.
Pull out Sola, she can do it.
Celine sees the struggle that's happening and sees her struggling to almost keep the pieces held together while she's soul/inventory searching, and feeling almost inspired by the shades and the souls and spectral appearances that we've seen so far. Celine will cast into the space around Ray, Guardian of Faith, which brings forth a large spectral guardian, and
Okay.
I'm hoping that this is going to... I'm not trying to call forth my guardian, I'm trying to create an avenue for her guardians, ancestors that have appeared before to step through that space and help support her hands around the ceiling.
I love it. I love it.
I hate
As you cast Ancestral Guardian, this massive circle emerges about you, Ray. You kind of look down, not knowing what's going on, and at each of the points, there are 6 points of the circle that emerge, and you look forth, and emerging from the first point, you see David that stands and puts forth his sling as he kind of wraps it around your hands that are joined there. You see as Sammy springs forth with the jawbone of the dragon as he joins it together with the ancestral hammer. Moshi now no longer speaking in your mind, but standing up right behind you, putting forth his large wizard's staff as he adds it to yours. Deborah with her spear, and Habre, who you all see this, the cloud giant,
Oh yeah.
who simply has a scarlet cord of Ilmater.
Who does?
Time
That
out.
she
Time out.
wraps-
That just crossed 3 campaigns.
That she lends to
Yes,
the,
this is perfect.
that lends
Anthony gets it.
as Habre looks back at you, Celine, and gives you a wink.
I knew it.
I
I
have
have
an
a
idea.
fangirl moment. We're with you, Ray.
And so with all of your ancestors in 5 of the points, you in the 6th, you joining together in the circle with your ancestors, what are you adding to this?
So, Ray from the last campaign, her horn that she whittled. One side was all of the friends that she traveled with and who passed away, and the other one was her ancestors. And so she pulls out her horn that she made, and she's gonna try to attempt to join.
Okay. As you attempt to use the horn that you've made to call your friends, to signal to them, to warn them, I need you to roll a disadvantaged, but because of the spell cast, advantaged, and therefore straight roll. This is just a d20, no modifiers.
I
Love
can't
those
use
rolls.
one of my advantages.
Love those rolls.
Just
Can
straight?
she use her
Emboldening
emboldening bond?
It is just a straight
Okay.
d20
All
roll.
right.
Okay,
We're just
okay,
letting the
come on,
dice
Molly.
speak.
This is original.
Wait. Roll it on camera.
What was it?
12.
12.
It's above a 10.
As you go to
No modifier.
add the horn, as you bring it up, it shatters under the strength of the electricity. And the voice of Moshi rings forth. That will not withstand the strength of the storm!
It's gonna. Arguing with your ancestor.
Can I have a fortune cookie?
Are we getting ice cream after this?
You take another 20 points of lightning damage. Add down to 10.
How's she looking?
How are you looking?
I may have 17 left.
Roll a medicine check.
Yeah.
Oh, too
All
late.
right.
Sorry.
Well, I'm not
Okay.
getting involved in
Medicine?
this. I'll be dead.
Yes. Anyone who would
die-
like to know.
Using a
If
sword.
you die while you're in limbo, what actually happens?
She is her
14.
flesh is sizzling, and the smell of ozone
I think you're right.
and fire all about you, Ray.
14, 14, 14.
Ray.
I don't know what that means, Molly. I'm hoping he does.
When you roll, he'll find out.
Wait, what did you roll again?
You know the answer.
Ray will try the
I rolled a
tiara.
14.
Okay.
Wait,
Of,
can I,
like
wait,
the ray?
wait, can I reverse that roll? No, I haven't. I have.
Do I have any
Can you reverse
insight
that roll?
I don't
into...
have chronal shift yet.
I haven't
anymore.
used it in.
You use
Might
the
as well
tiara.
try.
I can put you into
You
a
take the
momentary
tiara
stasis,
out.
but that's about it.
Might as well
P-Farce
try
is
it.
still on, right?
Yeah.
He also sent you messages. I don't know if you looked at it
Yeah.
yet.
He sent you in Discord a whisper.
Okay, I gotta go bring that up. You use the tiara.
I'm healing her too, FYI.
I really need to roll a crit on one of these.
You used them up on like a
I
how
know.
loud can I yell at an echo?
I know.
I'm nervous for you.
Because of the spell that has a duration and effect, you still have advantage on this roll, but the tiara is precious.
It melted.
And it is able to withstand the force. Okay. Therefore, you do not have disadvantage.
Okay.
Noise.
You have advantage. Okay. Go ahead and roll. Get
Come on, Molly!
20.
Take the higher of the two, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maleferous.
No, really?
It's opposite day.
Yeah, in this realm. Hey, maybe we need to roll
Yeah,
lower.
maybe you need to roll low. Just tell her. Tell him.
One's a 1 and the other's a 2.
You're lying, Molly. That could be the best thing that could happen here in Limbo, crazy.
Doubt it. There goes the hammer, and we all melt in limbo.
The last time I was
tiara.
excited about a roll, it was a 98 out of 100 for turning evil.
We
So
have-
maybe this is the end.
We have one more thing.
Freaking frick.
Tear of Vivan Rano.
As
Yes,
as
we do.
you
Do it!
As
Do
you,
it, Molly!
you hold,
What you
you
think?
join
Buying the
the
mounts is
hammer
probably
together and you wrap
plans.
your hand around
Why
the
did that explode?
centerpiece.
Did I lose it?
You rip off the tiara from your head, and as you do so, there is a strange sensation as if you're removing a part of yourself.
Oh, snap.
As if you're removing a part of your own mind.
Oh.
You're part of your own insight. And
Shar
you
comes and grabs it.
joined it together, two hands,
18s.
and
Don't waste them.
you
Roll again.
concentrate. There is a flash of electricity. You take 20 more points of lightning damage, halved down to 10.
Oh, my.
Can I cast healing because of my medicine check on her?
And
No.
I need you to roll a D100.
Come on, Molly.
You can do it.
It's
It's a 10.
Yeah.
It's a 10 and a. It's two 10s, really.
A 10 and a 10 with zeros.
45.
45.
You're 45% evil.
Well, I didn't think this guy had anything to do with mine.
No, this is a great idea. I'm happy about
I'm
this.
thrilled with this.
No matter what happens. Great job.
That was
I appreciate
awesomely
it.
into it, Molly.
Honestly,
That was
great
great.
job. Good thoughts. That's how you get Steved.
Oh my goodness, I just Steve! You just Steve!
Con!
All this time we were worried about the wrong
Hold for a
person!
moment. I need to.
Take the most powerful item you have, take the most powerful situation you can be in, and try to mash them together and see what
We have P-Farce
Matt, there's
interjecting.
a lot of TM's about to happen!
I didn't realize my tiara had anything to do with wisdom.
Yeah, it did. It made you a little smarter.
No, it didn't. It was just literally a scorching ray.
No. Way back when,
Yeah.
you got wisdom bonuses.
From Habre, not from this. This was two separate things.
That might be the mediator of Habre's impartation. to
Girl,
you.
give that to
girl,
me,
you
though.
dumb now.
I think you're not important. I think whoever holds the hammer is important, and you are holding the hammer.
Yeah.
And so,
Ipso facto, I'm your boss.
ipso
so.
facto, you're the winner of this whole night.
Come on,
actually.
Molly! This whole time Cacophony's dead, like, I wonder what's taking them so
So,
long.
I'm
P-Farce
excited.
is talking with
This
LDR
is
DM right now.
awesome!
We played a game on
Yes, foolish, not
Sunday
dumb. Very good. That's the
where
Steve way.
Steve did something and P-Farce
not dumb.
wound up just doing this the entire time.
Yeah.
P-Farce is doing that right now.
What is he doing?
His words
This.
are, after some discourse, fire truck. Take out IRE and
Got it.
TRU, or TR, and we got what we
Like,
got.
good?
Yeah.
Fire truck?
Wait, I have
Bad
no.
fire truck.
I can't
Too
do
slow.
spelling
And I'm
that
wondering
much.
your line.
Quick.
Did you hear what he
F.
said?
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, okay.
I had a
Abbreviated.
feeling.
F word.
Say it out loud.
Gotcha.
Like, a good F word or a bad F word, you know?
Fudge is a great
Like,
F word.
Happy surprised F word or like
I think
a
both are good
You know what
words.
sounds really good?
18-wheeler coming
Peanut
at you
butter
headway on
fudge
the
right
s-
now.
in your state.
Sounds really delicious.
Did you bring any?
So a
No.
2 has been rolled on the D20.
Yeah.
Who rolled a two?
With a 45 on the D100.
Yeah.
With a madness roll? In limbo?
And 45 is 22 and a half.
This could have been epic.
Droolicious. No, it will be epic. Either way.
Ray dies.
This is crazy.
Soul will have to find her way back to the
Dude, I
world.
burned a 4th level spell slot for this! It better work!
I think...
Oh yeah, shouldn't the Guardians be taking some damage?
What do you mean? taking damage?
This is more like a soul assault.
Yeah, your guardian. Doesn't that like take
if
up
it's
to 100?
being targeted, I think you're the one that's being targeted.
Oh, so that was just for flair.
Don't worry, you're gonna be able to.
Yeah,
save
I wanted to
Cacophony.
try and support you in the thing.
You'll
Yeah,
be
you
able
did
to
give me
save-
advantage.
That's what I was trying to do. What's
You're
up?
gonna be able to save Cacophony. Don't worry. I believe in
But
you.
you won't be able to save Ray.
We missed you. We missed you last time. We're glad you're back and you feel
It
better.
was the most effective I've ever been last time. It's so weird. I just chilled on the ceiling, popped off a few healings, whatever. In the 6 rounds that have passed while you're typing, can I heal Ray?
So here's the issue.
You didn't roll well.
You
No.
failed in your attempt to combine the item.
Yeah.
You tried to combine the tiara with your ancestral hammer, which is itself a very powerful artifact of Anam. Oh no. But not just the ancestral hammer. You've already combined your ancestral hammer with the hopper, which is
yeah.
a mote of time and space.
Ooh, I should have thought of that before. Do it! You're stuck here forever!
Oh shit!
So the tiara now controls
Oh,
time
shiitake
space.
mushrooms!
Did we just end this campaign?
I mean, if it
I'm
happens, it
aware.
happens. But there was.
I'm
also-
sorry, guys!
I'm happy for this.
Well, Molly, we might be playing our next character sooner than we thought.
So there are rolls being made right now by another DM in another
What?
in a tangential
Make him
campaign.
record it on his phone!
He wouldn't lie.
This
I know,
does
but
not,
for flavor
this
so
does
we can
not
post it in the
reverberate
chat
to
later.
Midgard. Sorry.
You gotta record it, P5, so you can post it in the
Or
Discord.
does it?
No, this will have consequences.
Yikes.
It's just a
Should've
matter
rolled a
of
crit.
in what time and space those consequences take place.
Would you allow me to give her favored by the gods through the emboldening bond? Can I gift that?
I think a 2
sorry,
doesn't
what was that?
matter. if
Said,
it's-
would you allow me to give her favored by the gods through emboldening bond?
I think favored by the gods is only you.
I feel like you
roll
should
a
be favored
religion
by the
roll a
gods
religion check.
right now.
Is that where you get to re-roll a roll? If I
Where
could
you
turn
get
a
to
2 to
add-
a crit,
That would
that'd
be
be
fun, but
great.
it just gives you a 2d4.
Anam is not a god. Anam's a titan.
Religion check?
He's a god.
They've been fooled.
Oh. Nice, okay. That would
Just
be a
mana.
15.
Just mana.
15.
15.
Oh.
You are unable to make the connection.
Darn. We're trying. I'm trying everything I can.
Ray, as you add the tiara to the hammer, there is this moment of awareness as the lightning continues to course through your body.
That looks sad.
You take a deep breath. I need you to roll a Constitution save.
Please pass.
Can she use advantage?
Crit fail.
This she can roll use advantage.
Use an
on.
advantage. Right now.
She's good.
I have emboldening bond still. 25.
Nice.
I have a plus 10.
That's true.
Not high enough?
No. You stop it, man.
Divine level destruction. You needed a 30.
What? I'm sorry, what'd you roll?
25.
25. As you breathe in the fire surrounding you,
Oh, we
That's
did
good.
it!
you feel yourself no longer affected by the lightning.
Nice.
It flows through your body freely. No effect. Because you are already
Wow.
resistant to it. Your body, specifically your head,
Oh, no, thank you.
as if a crown or a tiara, begins to just kind of have a ever kind of glowing embers of flame that just goes up over you. Except
you have a
it's not
flame
flame,
crown.
it's electricity.
Last time I thought I
It's-
saw that, it was a lich.
It is a crackling blue
That
kind of
bitch, I'm your wife.
fiery flame that wisps away, and you have immunity to lightning.
Wow.
For how long, though?
You don't know.
Lots of time.
And now,
As long as you hold the...
having taken this deep breath and coming to the realization that we're just not quick enough to add the tiara, the horn. Grave mistake.
Gravest.
Your
And
soul is
yet-
severed.
As you hold the tiara in your hand, joined together with the other, there is a moment of recognition where you feel like you can still affect what is going on by speaking a phrase, of which I need you to write down every word exactly how it's spelled.
Hold on! She's not a good speller!
This is the worst! I think I had a nightmare of this!
Then you need to add consonants.
Apostrophes, commas, you got this.
My math and spelling!
Can we
I
have
don't do this!
What else is there?
Nothing!
As you are writing this,
Hold on, my thing's not working. Okay.
okay,
Ready.
I need you to make
No.
He's gonna rickroll you.
Can I heal her?
Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around.
I am
and
genuinely
desert
the
you.
worst speller, though.
Young gravy, baby.
Good luck to you. Do it in Word so it can correct it for you.
I only have Google Docs.
I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Hold on. Can I use an advantage for this?
No. No. It is just
Straight roll.
a straight roll. Please roll a wisdom save.
15.
Are the guardians giving her advantage on that though? Would
15. Okay.
This is crazy, Molly. Who would have thought this is what we'd be doing tonight?
That's your P-farce right there.
It's gonna say the most ridiculous words.
Supercalifragilistic.
No, it's like all the words that I
expialidocious.
think Matt makes up
You have
in one sentence.
you have the option to roll up to 2 more times.
Or
Or
You have the option to roll up to 2 more times for your wisdom save.
all right, do it.
But
do I
You
keep
don't-
the last
you
one?
don't have to. It's your choice.
Oh no.
you have to keep it, don't you?
And you don't know what will happen either way. You've rolled your first roll.
I'll roll one more.
Okay?
Does she get to choose between the two?
I'm just telling you, your choice is you can choose to roll up to 2 more times.
Keep going.
That one's 11.
Come on, Molly.
I'll do it once more.
Okay?
Really?
Oh!
Crit fail.
Oh!
This is Mariska moment all over
This is
again.
this is the kind of stuff I love.
She's been steaming this
Okay.
entire time.
I love it.
I should have kept the
You
15.
just crit failed.
Oh
on
my
the third.
gosh!
Love it. This is what I really want.
This hurts so bad because it was so
Killed the world! Ray! Who killed the world?
The
Ray.
tiara vanishes from your hands.
Oh, well that's sad.
I need to know the phrase that you uttered.
I wasn't told to write down a phrase.
Whatever you wrote down, what is it that you are speaking?
Oh, that was up to you.
I need you to
he
say
wasn't
that.
gonna write one for you.
Oh,
we
I-
misunderstood that.
I thought you were going to tell me
No,
a phrase and I had to
you
spell
are-
it correctly.
You are no. You are.
That's why we were so confused!
You are uttering a phrase that will affect things. It is.
Help me,
It can't be
L'Oreal.
long. But you are speaking something that you get the sense these words have power.
These words have power. Can I write it down
Jeez.
before I say it?
You may.
I thought that was the plan. You got this.
Come on, Molly.
We believe in you.
I don't.
I'm not helping though, because I have no idea.
I don't know where he's going with this.
Neither do I. Does anybody remember what the prophecy was?
Oh shit.
What prophecy? Which prophecy?
This is crazy.
We were like, let's just try to join the hammer, and then 15 minutes later, we're like,
P-Farce, this is 2 crit fails in the same week.
Tip it down, down,
Terrible.
wop.
jeez, this is giving me Mariska crit failing humanity again.
That means it's meant to be, though.
What you were writing is lyrics from Nookie Limp Bizkit.
Right now?
No.
Oh.
She's writing the WAP lyrics.
Yeah.
How long should it be? Like, are you talking like
Not long, maybe
Like-
a sentence.
Okay.
As the tiara vanishes, and we're gonna retcon the words that she spoke first,
Oh, okay.
and then it'll be the wisdom save, which she failed.
Okay.
Do you have the word?
I have the word.
All right, please. As you all hear Ray speak aloud after she takes a deep breath, the electricity beginning to form a crown upon her head, and then she calls out with loud voice,
Anon be strengthened, power to his name!
okay,
I felt like it was in character
That's you.
for Ray.
That's you. Yep.
That's you.
I didn't
Not
want
be
to...
strengthened,
Hey,
power
you
to his
role
name.
played it so well. Sometimes the dice, as we know, are not our friends. But this might have some good to it still.
is the H capitalized?
It is, actually.
That's incorrect.
He didn't like that.
History
He
says no
pursed
to
his
that.
lips.
It's only a modern.
Did a Matt
It's only a
purse.
modern annoyance that we have to capitalize.
Well, hold on. So I wrote it capitalized.
I mean, maybe not. It depends.
No, so it was capitalized, and then I autocorrect uncapitalized it.
It's capitalized.
Okay.
Good for you.
Google Docs said no.
Yeah, it actually like legit uncapitalized it when I hit space.
Because that's the wrong
happening?
situation.
You hear a voice, almost childlike,
I don't like child voices.
speak into
Neither
your
do I.
mind.
Disembodied child voices are an automatic no.
Wisdom requires that you trust in chance from time to time.
This sounds like P-Force wrote it.
It requires you to set aside curiosity from time to time
Not gonna happen.
and
Shut up.
trust that what will be, and what you say will be.
Oh shit.
You have spoken, and it is done.
Anam is strong.
Dude, what?
You're absorbed by Anam. Goodbye.
No, you are not absorbed by a nom.
What is happening tonight?
You get the sense that you have just shaped.
Oh my.
I
You
don't know
have
this.
shaped something.
This is a P-Farce thing. This is big.
You have named a nom. And called him to power.
The Giants are coming back to Eberron. Mother.
Are there no giants in Eberron?
You just changed the whole universe.
Yeah, there was so much. Only she and I don't know.
I think they were already
The
trying to come
lightning,
back. You
the
just helped
lightning
them.
subsides.
I have to deal with deities.
The lightning subsides. Ray's crispy body
This hand.
End of episode. That's done. We're done. Once you shape, we gotta end it. There are repercussions.
Blame Ray. Oh,
Hashtag blame Ray. Thank you. Finally, it's not my fault.
The Giants are good, so hopefully...
They're not in. They're
what?
not in Eberron.
you know what?
I'm not a part of this campaign!
It's similar to American
We're gonna do our
history and
first
how we teach
giveaway
our
of the
children.
night. If you would like your chance for dice or for a gift card, $5 gift card to DM's Guild, then please type into the chat right now, ! Blame Ray.
Oh no!
All one word, ! Blame Ray, for your chance to win either a set of dice or a $5 gift card to the DM's Guild.
Holy
Dun, dun, dun,
cow.
So, exclamation what?
Blame Ray.
I like it.
Blame Steve also works. I'm making that decree.
Blame Ray.
Is Ray capitalized?
It doesn't
Oh
matter.
no.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
All right, so
Blamara. Blamara.
Blammer A.
No, I want none of
what are
this.
the rest of you doing as you watch, yell, scream this out? The circle disappearing of her ancestors around her.
Oh no.
And with a slump to her shoulders, she pulls her hands back apart. The spear and the hammer still
Tarna.
separate.
Did you complete what you wanted?
No, I was trying to stick them together.
Can I make my way over to
Is the
her?
tiara gone? Tiara gone?
The tiara is gone.
Oh,
Is her
dang.
hair still?
That's a fair
busted
trade for
with
immunity
the
to lightning,
electric
though.
tiara?
That's a fair
It
trade.
is.
Immunity to lightning is way better than whatever water spells you had.
Wow, dude.
No. The tiara is different than the tear. She still has the tear.
Oh,
This
the
is
tiara
my
was the
Scorching Ray.
The
I haven't
tiara-
used it in like 10
fair
episodes.
sacrifice.
That's what I
tiara is
thought.
something that we didn't really get to, and apparently now never will.
Oh, good thing I was gonna trade it too.
Yep, giants are back. I knew it. Yep.
Oh boy.
Okay. Meanwhile, I'm just like administering shots as a doctor. They all queued up in a line, and they're like, "Next, shoot him in the head." Man, this is tiring. My arm hurts.
There seems to be an endless stream of warriors. However, they do continue to press in. And at the close of this, they're within about 10 feet of you.
I back up 10 feet.
To back up would take you into the... You have to jump to the where Ray is.
Do it.
Athletics check.
We should probably all get moving.
Can
I cast?
I'm a little toasty.
Can I cast Aura of Vitality as we're going?
It's cocked.
Yes, you may.
Okay, I'm gonna cast that, and then it's pretty much all gonna go to.
20.
Okay, go ahead and roll your
I think it's 20d6.
20d6.
I'm sorry, 27.
Who are you
Okay,
killing?
you make your way over to the ozone-infused air around
I
Ray.
saw you eat fire. Good job.
She breathed fire.
That's it.
I'm impressed.
That's 80 points
I'm
back
impressed
for
you
you.
breathed fire.
Who is it going to?
You.
Oh, just me. Thank you.
Oh boy.
I want to give actually. Can I make a medicine check on all of us?
Sure.
Oh, I'm sorry, Molly. That
That's okay.
sucks.
You find out that Hugo has narcolepsy.
10. Oh wait, hold on.
When I needed the
Yes.
dice most,
This is
it
what
failed
happens.
me.
You rolled like
13.
Carissa.
I know, it's always in the pivotal moments. 13.
13. I mean, Hashin, percentage to the nearest,
Ah.
To the percentile.
I'm
rounding down.
less than 1/3. You told me to round down, right?
Right. So that would be 0.
Yep.
He looks like he's on death's door.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good.
And Anthony,
What?
your
With the fan.
the percentage of health to the nearest third rounded
0.
down, also 0.
You're
it's
toasted.
0.
Wow, you guys. All right. I'm gonna give 45 points back to you. Actually, make that an even 50. Even 50 to you. 20 to Hashin.
Okay.
Just you, because that's half a wizard's health points anyway, right?
No, I have a lot of HP.
He does have a lot
How
of
does that
HP.
happen?
He's a level
I
11.
got 20 of Constitution, thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Yes,
Oh,
10
and
to you.
I am
None to
massively
myself.
outpowering you right now. Thank you very much.
All right. As Celine takes a hit of her potion,
Pretty much. Do you hear that? That's the sound of the party's stress on me.
are you two moving up? I need you to make. Actually, you don't need to do anything. You can move freely through this.
Yep, I'm flying.
Anthony.
Wait, we've only moved 10 feet?
Well, you're moving to the next.
I'm climbing up the air, bro.
Okay, you go up there. You see a
I just pat you on
gathering
the
of
back. Alright, right.
figures. They seem to be
So you breathe the
seated
fire?
around a spectral table.
Interesting.
So all that's left is drink
Yeah,
beer?
Right about here.
Yep. Do I know these figures? Do I recognize these figures? Have I heard of a story of
Roll history check.
people? Is it a round table?
It's a rectangular table.
Oh, and they're
But
not knights. I
the
presume.
corners are rounded.
What kind of check?
History.
25.
25, you say.
I do say that. Whenever it's appropriate.
Who's Veron Weed?
You recognize
Is Veron Weed?
You recognize one of them, having seen him when you were in the lens. That was attached to JB. This is a figure with sandy-colored hair, a dark set of clothing, black leathers, a black glove over his right hand.
Did he die?
He was not dead. He did die. Multiple times. And returned. This is Liu Kei.
No way!
Sitting at a table,
Drinking tea?
drinking a spectral mug.
Does he know I'm here?
Does not seem to recognize you.
What are they saying? What are these psychopaths saying?
You hear the sound of drinking. There is a dwarf in full armor
Ugh, stop.
next to him, which you don't recognize, as well as a human with a very large, ostentatious hat and a long mariner's cloak with 2 holes in his chest.
And
It's not cat and tooth, is it? Isn't it? Because you stabbed him! Huh.
And there's one other figure
I can't believe I remembered him.
One other figure.
bringing them drinks who you don't recognize.
mm. Did they respond to me saying, "Hey"?
Roll a persuasion check. With disadvantage.
Oh, when you have literally no idea.
No.
Hey.
As Ray leaps up behind
I
you,
keep walking. Screw these guys.
Oh, because I didn't answer your hey.
Yeah.
Then I'm discounted.
you continue forward into the air. I'll get to that in a moment.
Oh man.
Will they gasp? Will they gasp?
Ray, you see a table
Oh no.
with 3 figures around it. Roll a history check, please.
Oh, now you don't fail me. Unnatural 20.
Imagine if the hay crit.
The first that you see is Liu Kei, who your quickly sense of justice fills you that he got what he deserved.
Oh, yeah.
Followed by the reminder of Bart's murder of Captain Tooth.
To be fair, he was evil.
As you see, and again, a sense of justice. In a sense, as it was explained, he got kind of what was coming to him. He did some bad stuff.
To be fair.
True.
Your eyes
Yeah.
then turn
TBS.
to the third figure, who
After today, we're
has the
gonna be at
mug
party
to
anyway.
her mouth. She takes it down and immediately sadness. Cosette.
Oh.
Cosette Dawnshield.
She died?
Of the Order of the Lux.
Oh, that makes sense.
Remember,
'cause
because
we were
he said
supposed
there was
to
a
save
dragonborn
her.
that was also super evil that we didn't catch. In the
This could
in
be
the
a timey.
temple.
This could be a timey-wimey.
Ray's
No.
gonna...
Dead?
Ray's gonna... I mean, we were gonna try to save her, and then we got sidetracked and died.
There's another person at the table. Just wait.
As she puts the mug down,
This sucks.
all you hear her say in a low whisper is,
Screw you.
"Hey, another." As she kind of holds out the mug. And as she does, a hand kind of emerges out of the mist and takes it.
Well, that's nice. It's free beer at least.
The elbow emerges, and a small, young bartender
Jack
No.
died.
Don't you dare.
emerges
Don't you dare, Matt.
as Jack
No!
Poor Jack.
takes the mug.
Wait, Jack?
Yes, you're
Not
Jack.
Jax!
Your boyfriend.
Jack.
You're Jack!
Emerges
Your boyfriend.
Jack's dead?
and says in a low whisper, "I'll bring you another."
You're the worst!
Ray's
You
gonna.
instilled false hope in his mind. Great job.
Ray will
Steve, shut your mouth.
go on her
Fork-tongued
knees
giant.
right by Cosette and Jack and try to, like, as Jack's arm comes out to refill, like, try to grab onto both of them, saying, "Guys! What happened? Why are you here?"
Your hands pass through theirs. Celine, you now see her. On her knees, tears welled up, crying out as she reaches for the dwarf and this young lad, who's kind of ruddy, handsome in his own way,
Pimply, he's 15. Not interested.
as he turns
Middle-aged back then.
and seems to go towards the mist. You see a wound in his back,
On Jack.
right through the small of his back, through his heart.
I will,
Jack!
walk over and hold Ray and let
Does
her
it look
try
like
in
a
my
sword
arms.
or a knife?
It looks like the
Difficult
handle
to
of,
tell.
of a hammer that did it.
Jack!
She did it.
What happened?
Well, if I had to say, it looks like that little boy was stabbed.
Don't you say anything mean!
No, that was factual.
Use your tongue!
I'm holding her.
I'm sorry.
I'm holding her and comforting her.
Did you know him? I'm sorry.
Ray,
He
this
used
is not...
to make the most delicious ice cream. He owned a purple cow.
The blue cow inn.
The blue cow.
Grief makes you misremember.
I really just like purple so much. I just associated my favorite color with him.
I'm sorry.
I'm just holding you.
Who would
Wait.
kill a 12-year-old boy?
I don't know.
Did he have any enemies?
Well, the lady I know had her eyes on him.
Giants becoming. Freaking Eberron just changed
Ray.
drastically.
Ray, the circumstances that these souls are here stuck right now, it's not meant to be for forever.
Which means
If we stop the storm,
the dragons
will
are going
pass
to come
on.
back too.
But he'll still be dead.
Oh.
but he'll be on to his final resting place. There will be peace for him.
I'll never get to, after I defeat the storm, I'll never get to see him again.
He always lives in your heart.
That's a dumb place to live.
Well,
Your
it's...
friends live in your
Okay, I'm
heart.
not going to say that.
Relationships are fleeting. Move on.
Can I blast him off?
Anthony
table?
has
Ray will-
moved on.
Yeah.
That
Ray
was-
will
Yeah.
wipe off her tears.
I give you my little handkerchief to do that.
We'll have to. Let's keep going.
Okay. Alright, you can stand? You feel alright?
How about Cosette? How does it look like? What pieces of her are missing? She's just a floating spectral head or something?
As you look at her, she wears armor, but the body within is shriveled
Oh, like the blood was sucked
and
out of her or something?
emaciated and is
Vampire got her.
Yep.
We could have
Okay.
ended him.
F.
One turn.
That's the episode title, it's
got
just
him.
F.
One
Okay.
as they continue to drink.
No,
Well, this is more reason why we have to stop the storm. This poor little boy doesn't deserve to be stuck here. And we should find whoever stabbed him in the back.
Eh.
I'm trying to find something. I want to see if I can do something here.
Did we choose a winner for the?
Hey,
491 Phantom.
Matt,
Okay, great.
I don't even know if I expect this to do anything, but I will also still do it anyway. You know? So we haven't really had a chance to do this yet, but Celine knows from growing up at the temple, the House of the Broken God, that the most
dice.
important duty that any worshipper of Ilmater has when they are confronted with somebody who is suffering is the whole, the turning ceremony, which is where they invoke Ilmater to try and convince the dying or the suffering to turn to Ilmater for comfort. It's not meant to, like, change their religion or anything. It's literally just meant to give them comfort in suffering. So, seeing her anguish in front of Jack, Celine will take off the red cord around her wrist. That's a symbol of Ilmater. And I know his hands and his body is spectral, but I will still, as I would on somebody who's living, you loop it around their wrist and around yours so that they're bound. And I'll just mutter the rites of the turning in front of him, and just hope that in his suffering we connect him with
The
some
band
mercy.
does not pass through the spectral form, but takes hold. Roll a persuasion check.
Trying to persuade a god trapped in ever torment.
Can I use my emboldening? Cool. Oh, nice. 19.
Right, some advantages for Celine here. Thank you, P4.
Oh yeah, can I also roll with advantage?
You may.
Sorry. I forgot I had that. So first one was a 19. Crit.
Nice.
I critted that.
Nice.
The whites of Jack's eyes fade, and he looks at you as he holds the drink. You complete the ritual prayer to call to his soul to turn to Ilmater for comfort in the afterlife, to be guided ultimately from Ilmater's comfort to the Raven Queen, to the final place of rest. And you know how this works, as these two gods who are allies of each other work side by side. Jack looks at you and he says, "Thank you. But I can't leave. I'm stuck here." As tears well up, he says, "Do you want a drink?"
Oh, man. I could.
I'll take it from him.
It-
Go for a drink.
It
Could shoot him in
retains
the
its
head.
form in its hand.
I could shoot him in the head.
Yeah. Okay. As I take it from him, I say,
I want you to.
I know you're suffering. I promise you it will not be like this for forever. Do whatever you can, and hold on to the hope that we are going to restore the order of things. You will pass on. I promise.
He shakes his head. He looks at you, Ray. Says, "I really liked you.
You were pretty cute.
Fair boy.
Sorry I died."
Me too. It sucks.
Middle school text.
Still have that note you gave me.
You did.
I hope you hold on to it forever.
Well, I did until I died.
I guess that
Will
was
you
forever.
date me when I die? Yes or no?
Please save my dad.
Oh.
I'll do everything I can.
Those dragon people took him.
Okay, that wasn't. Yeah, he obviously remembers something.
Do you know which dragon people?
This was a water deep?
No, this was
Sirloon.
Sirloon.
Purple
Sirloon
guy.
Tavern, yeah.
A purple dragon guy.
His eyes go white.
Freaking frack.
That's bad.
All right. Anyone take notes on that? A purple dragon guy? Probably Vex.
Roll a
Vex.
Vex wasn't a dragon.
roll a history check, Ray.
I hate you.
One of them.
19.
One of them was.
Why are you rolling well now?
Do you want emboldening bomb that?
No, it's a 19.
Yeah, but you might need to beat a 20.
You don't get benefit
21.
for holding on to him.
True. That's fair.
Nah, F it.
A purple dragon guy Sounds a whole lot like Yanni.
Yanni.
Also.
That's some bitch.
Well, I'm glad I did that. Now we have some more clues.
Okay. Moving on. We learned some stuff there.
Celine, do you take the drink?
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to roll a Constitution save
Sure. Why not?
as
Why
you
not?
seek to drink the earth.
Oh, sweet.
Ooh, we got handed the next one.
Well, it is 10-11.
Yeah, it's getting late.
I'm gonna have to use a sorcery point to re-roll that. Which is...
I think you still have an advantage.
Oh yeah, that's what I do. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting I have this. I'm gonna roll with advantage then.
Actually, I have two of them.
Well, she just used one, and now
Yeah.
this is the second.
I have 10. So
That's better. I'll take that. 11, 18.
yeah, I have 10.
As this spectral slosh meets your lips, it immediately turns chalky.
Ooh, delicious.
I don't know if you've ever had the liquid that you need to drink before you get like a...
Calf count?
Colonoscopy?
Yeah, well, any of those types of procedures.
A radiation
Yeah,
liquid.
it's thick and
2 C's.
Delicious.
it is definitely 2 C's thick and chalky and almost like a molasses as it slides down your throat. It is...
I don't think Jack's a licensed bartender.
You have to choke it down and you almost puke it back up, but you're able to maintain your composure, and ultimately you imbibe of this earthy drink. And as you do so, you feel the strength of the earth welling up within you. And you get the sense that there's now a connection between you and the earth, to be able to mold it and shape it to your will.
That's
Oh, now I can. When we come back, I can freak a cacophony. This worked out.
You don't
From the
know
earth.
how far-reaching these effects are.
Hence, wrong.
Certainly within Limbo,
Oh, cool.
you have this effect. So mechanically speaking, you can shape Earth at will. You can fly while in Limbo.
I could fly.
You are immune to lightning,
I have modeling level hands.
and you can add 2d6 fire damage to each of your
No,
attacks.
he just has
Ooh,
he just
that's-
has 2
that's really
sternos
good.
for cooking food on the campfire.
3 dice.
Anyone have a match? Can I? You can roast 2 potatoes per hour.
Mechanically speaking, these effects only work while you're in Limbo,
Okay.
but they will always work while you're in Limbo.
Oh, that's cool. Like
That's
we'll
fun.
remember next time we go
Dude,
into
that's
Limbo.
strong for
Well,
you,
you just
machine.
put it in your notes.
You crit on 19s, right?
If I'm... Yeah, I can.
Crit on 19s with 3
With
dice,
your
and you add
newfound
extra dice,
ability
that's
to shape the stone, you are able to call the shards to you to make it more easy to traverse.
Yep.
awesome.
Making a
Ooh.
bridge.
As you
finally figured it out.
go through the,
Condescending high five.
I'm
Woo!
just
I meant
gonna
we. I meant we.
skip some stuff. You go through, yay!
We took the ladder. I told you we were
You
gonna take the
go
ladder.
all the way through here.
And I flew
We're
up
just
there.
pressing the A button real quick. Skip, 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 skip.
And
I
bang.
flew up there. I've been waiting for like 5 minutes for you guys.
This is a cool map too.
Sorry, guys.
Oh,
I
What's your
changed
apology?
the course of tonight.
You can't. You change the course of
Now we
history
wait
for
for
some
cacophony.
cocaine.
Sounded like you said for some cocaine.
That too.
We don't know what you did.
I already suggested you snort.
So
it, but
my
you
thought. I'll say my thought after we.
Yeah.
okay. As you approach
I don't know if we're
the
ending it.
final,
Countdown.
didn't. Speed run.
and you are now hundreds of feet above where you were.
Mm-hmm.
As you've kind of had to climb, although, well, with your abilities, now made easy what would have been a very difficult trek. You are able to bend the possibilities of chaos to your will, having taken in the elements as you have.
Nice. I like that.
Each one of you having control over one specific aspect of the chaos. And when those four elements are brought into unity, there was created order.
Mm-hmm.
Order from the chaos. And as you emerge, you see a large, gnarled tree.
Oh no, I hate trees.
This tree is dripping with a silvery cloud. As if what was foggy cloud is condensed into an almost mercurial silver liquid that falls.
Do I recognize this tree?
Chaos sap.
Does Steve recognize this tree?
That seems a little meta for
Roll
now.
a knowledge check. Or
Steve.
knowledge or madness, whatever you want.
Son of a bitch.
Using whose modifier? Steve's or Anthony's? Steve's is a -10.
No, it's like a plus 16 right now. For madness.
Is that
I mean, this is just a recognition. I'm gonna just. Can I roll a non-knowledge or madness?
You said what is Steve?
Yeah,
so
that's
knowledge
true.
or madness.
Hey, wait, he says. This is a knowledge roll.
This is a knowledge roll.
this is a
Please roll
knowledge
with
roll.
disadvantage.
Disadvantage knowledge roll. Oh, I am quite disconnected from the truth.
Your knowledge is what, a +9, I think?
It is.
Yep.
18.
18. Hold a second.
Oh no.
It was one roll, Jake, alright? I didn't destroy the whole universe.
That we know of.
Maybe I did.
This session went so far off the rails.
This is the best kind of session. Are you
I
kidding
know,
me?
this is crazy.
And Ray did it, which is
I
amazing.
know.
Choosing not
put
to
him around.
roll madness,
Yes, correct.
and instead seeking to discern the insight
Pansy.
of
That's
the
all.
soul behind the soul
That's all.
of Anthony.
Yeah, sure.
There is a dawning recognition.
Did you say dawning?
I did.
Okay.
A dawning recognition. This gnarled tree, as it drips with this silvery
Silvery tap 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 tap.
This is funny because there are all kinds of things that he doesn't know, but he's probably finding out right now.
we have an understanding.
Sure.
This gnarled tree drips with possibility. With corrupted possibility.
Ooh.
Could be worse.
What's worse than corrupted?
You see
Possibility.
But the possibility
Death?
of corruption is less worse than actual corruption.
you see within the branches the broken body of Cacophony
Oh,
held in place. Some of the branches having pierced through her form,
Interesting.
seemingly drawing something from her,
Naturally.
Fair enough.
or
Fair enough.
channeling her somehow. You can roll an Arcana check if you care to for recognition.
yeah, of course. 26.
26. This seems to be drawing on the connection that Cacophony has with the Shadowfell
Alright.
as the High Priestess of the Raven Queen. And you recognize that this tree, in its form, is a pillar.
A dying pillar. Or just a pillar? It's a pillar.
Could be a pillar of death.
Pillar of what? Oh.
It's a
P-Force.
pillar. The trees are the problem.
You guys need to like
Trees-
write down his
This is
story,
just
so I'm not so
obliterating
lost in
trees.
this campaign.
There are no
No,
more
we
trees in D&D anymore.
I don't feel like I do.
Yeah, there you go. You know what we know.
Yeah. That's a pillar?
This is a pillar, and there are 3 sides. In a manner of speaking. It is not obviously a clearly triangular form.
Sure.
It is, however, 3 sides or aspects to this pillar.
Sure.
Each of the sides
Lore?
representing a plane.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Those planes have names that you...
Me or Anthony?
Anthony does not know.
Okay.
Oh, dang.
Steve would know.
Okay.
Oh, dang. Dude, you're smarter than Auntie. How's that feel?
These
One's a
these
fictional
sides
character.
are chaos,
Cool.
order, and death. It seems that the portions that are protruding through Cacophony, the branches are sourced from the side of death. Death being the most balanced side. It seems that whoever is in control of this tree is trying to upset that balance.
So Shar?
Maybe.
So if we got chaos and order and
Yeah.
death, do I think there's a way to try and connect the influence of life to this to balance the death part and free Cacophony from there?
You have someone who is connected to life in your party, yes.
I think that's you.
It's me, probably.
As you are evaluating
it's on you, bro.
your options,
Good.
2 hands emerge over the side and pull
Oh.
themselves up.
Oh,
As,
I'm old Earth to knock them off.
It's a donkey! Oh, no, it's not.
No, he's alive.
as a massive toad-like figure
Ew.
with yellow pustules all down its back and massive long claws emerges, and with a croak of that echoes throughout, it seems to look at you all and then close.
No.
And that's where we'll pick up our session
No, I'm so sad.
next week.
Jeez.
At least the platform's bigger than 10 by 10.
Yes.
Well,
I'm gonna light this thing on fire.
listen, Ray, Molly, so proud of you.
I don't know if I should be
Embracing
scared that
chaos.
Steve is proud of me or
Embracing
not.
the chaos is way more fun.
Roll
I
a history
promise.
check,
Oh.
Anthony, just so. Yep, in case.
I think it was a shot worth taking.
I have
Yeah.
32.
One thing you know about Limbo is that there are certain creatures that are resident to
Oh.
Limbo.
I did not know that.
Oh, okay.
The most prevalent creatures in Limbo are the Gith.
Oh shoot!
Oh.
I did
Gith-
not know that.
The Gith Zerai and the Gith Yankee. And
okay.
they have utilized their domain, their extensive power within Limbo, to breach into the astral plane itself and to expand their empire from Limbo into the astral sea.
Really?
One
That's new to me.
of the more violent residents that even the Gith leave alone.
Battletoads.
Yeah, that's what I thought of too.
Yeah.
Where's
his axe?
Are known as Slod or Slodai.
I know the slod. Well, Steve knows the slod.
Steve knows the Slod.
Oh, cool.
This is a red Slod.
Slod.
And you hear the scurrying of other claws around this
Great.
rock.
Shiza.
And there are multiple varieties of Slod.
Cool.
And so that is where we'll pick up our session next week. We'll have Cacophony back. Well, we'll have Bree back. We'll see if she plays Cacophony or not. If you can save her here and then, you know.
I'm not gonna be here next Tuesday.
You're not?
No, I just found this out.
Oh,
I'm gonna be in North
Quit your
Carolina.
job.
No, I'm gonna be in North Carolina
Yeah.
for a grieving aunt.
Oh.
Aw.
Oh, next week?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I guess Cacophony's dead.
Well, we'll see how the fight goes.
Can we set up a virtual? I'll play.
So we will pick things up there. Thank you very much for all of the bits and the subscriptions. And we hope that you have enjoyed the story. We know we didn't go as late as we normally do tonight, but that's also because we're missing some folks. And we moved a little bit more slowly than I anticipated, but that's okay. There
we
was
ever moved faster than you anticipated?
Well, there was some fun. I did not anticipate a attempt at reforging the hammer.
I didn't either, to be fair.
It was
I just
fun.
thought it was a good opportunity.
I liked it. I was getting shades of Thor in when he's got to make the hammer, I think.
Hey, if you set up a phone here, I'll FaceTime it in and play.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
So we really appreciate you all in this amazing community that you are, and we will play our offshoot game, the Candlekeep Accords, this Thursday night. And so if you'd like to join us then,
It's fun.
where Jake is the DM, and
I love their story.
Carissa and I get to play PCs,
And we were fighting some spiders.
and we're
Fun.
in the middle of a combat where one of our unconscious comrades is being carried away by a giant spider.
It's the best.
Do you watch it?
And you can
I
join
don't
us
watch
then.
it.
Of
I
course,
listen to it.
if you're not interested in that and just want to continue joining us here on Tuesday nights, we love having you, and we would invite you there. Then we have our own private game that we play in with PFarce, where a lot of this overlap comes in, and it's a great time. And we've talked about trying to add it to the LDR universe, but it's difficult. So
This is how we're adding it.
it is added in our own minds and for our own enjoyment, and we get to yes. Garrett says it's never going to be streamed ever.
That's probably a smart idea.
Yeah, it's a great time. It's amazing, but a lot of the what may feel like side jokes to folks, or what may feel like information that's unclear, is because things are being referenced in that game, which does take place in Eberron.
What we need to do is we got to get Garrett out here for a just chatting night.
But we should go out there. We should go out
No,
there.
we have plans. Garrett will be guest DMing a game here.
No
Oh
way!
my goodness.
I quit.
We'll
Yeah.
die.
Boy.
We all
I
die.
got work that night.
You make one roll and he's like, you just untied the cords of humanity.
You don't even know, Carissa.
I know.
You don't even know.
You don't even know.
You don't even know. All right.
How many beers have you had?
I'm working on a character with that voice.
You don't even know.
You don't even know.
You don't know.
All right.
Great.
Seriously.
Incredible.
I'm thankful for all of you DMs that have created this situation.
good
And for
times.
you, Ray. Great work.
Yeah, well done, Molly.
Crossing the borders is a goal of mine.
Listen, it was if it would have
Every
worked,
single time
it was
I play
awesome.
D&D.
It would
Yes,
have
we
worked.
call
It would
that
have been awesome.
Well, thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you very soon. hopefully, if not this Thursday night, then next Tuesday night, right here, starting at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, as we continue to loot, die, and repeat. Have a great night, everyone. Cheers.
Adios.